気をつけてください。姉さん相手でもやれるぜ。
Good evening everyone and welcome to Hearts Are Blazing Season 2. This is our first event of this season, but the support has been absolutely incredible already. We've already reached over $200 in crowdfunding over on our Matcherinos, which, be sure to check out using the chat command !Matcherino. Aside from that though, we've got 50 attendees in the first week's Granblue tournament, which is absolutely incredible. Obviously it's not quite the 64 that we had way back in the heyday, when there was a tournament literally every single day. But it's still incredible nonetheless. We have a ton of talent in this bracket. We're missing a few faces because I know a lot of people are on vacation playing some Plus Iron rollback. But nonetheless, I'm really excited to be bringing everything back. Let me know what you think of the new stream assets and the new format and rules, etc. for Hearts of Blazing Season 2, if you haven't already. And today I will be joined by someone new on commentary who has been playing Granblue for quite a bit and has always been present in the streams, Trashy Slime. So if you'd like to introduce...
Yeah, my name is Trashy Slime. I've been playing the game for... actually since the game came out on PC. I don't think about it, but I'm still bad though. Like that part.
Yeah, the last time I remember you were playing Sorries, right? Which is a character you don't get to see often. But...
yeah, he's fun. Big Unga man.
Alright, so we've got quite a lot of people in the event this time, so the stream and everything in general will be a little bit slower than usual. We're going to be streaming a little bit more matches in order to let Losers Bracket catch up real quickly. I will quickly show you what the bracket looks like. Right, let's go and have a look. So this is what the bracket's looking like so far. I'm going to put it full screen because otherwise it will take absolutely forever to get through it. But we have a ton of really familiar names, a lot of them in Winners Round 2 due to the top 16 seeding. We have Zeiji, Mr. House, Tomorrow, Rickster, Breaker, Tup, Slowpoke. We have Rickster, Margin. I know this is Margin's first actual event attending a Hearts of Blazing, so that's really nice to see. We also have Necron, Miri, Ordnan, who is a good friend of mine, who is, again, shoutouts to absolutely everyone who has donated to the Matcherino already. I know there are a ton of people who have, and if you donate more than £5, I will happily give you a donator role on Discord, which basically just lets people know that you've done a great job of supporting the community. But as an example, Ordnan has shilled out, I believe, $60 in total between the two Matcherinos, which is a significant portion of the current prize pot, so huge shout out to him. Deviants, of course, brilliant Bellia players. There's so many Bellia menaces in this bracket. We've got Sire Zion, we have Vivir, Navir, Valok, Trikiza, Vampen, Koji, who does a lot of stuff for the Xrd scene, also did a pretty sizable donation. So again, huge shoutouts there. We have Sombang, Han, Umius, who recently got sponsored by Runelords as well. So I believe that's the first sponsored player we have in HAB, other than maybe Nirok back in the day. And yeah, other than that, we have Swepe, David, who's helping us out with some tournament administration, which is always blessed. Takes a lot of pressure off of me. But again, if you have any issues, be sure to hop onto the Discord and contact one of me or Zavid. Our first match is going to be Bulge up against Afro, which are two brilliant players. Afro tends to be, he pisses people off in matchmaking at the moment, including myself, because he has annoying tendencies that you have to check, but it's on you to check them, whereas he's not like full monkey, because there is a controlled chaos. But if you're not keeping him in check, especially in a short series, like a first to two, he's actually very dangerous, so I'm looking forward to seeing his Gran in action.
Yeah. I'll play it, man. Yeah, I'm excited to see how he does against other people, because I've experienced him against them.
Alright, for some reason one of my hotkeys...
great.
Hop on. Just to make sure you aspect.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm good.
For some reason,
Oops. No, I don't want it.
Grand versus Beelzebub.
that should be good anyway. And so yeah, here we go. Getting into it, we have Afro up against Gentle, Bubs versus Gran, and Bubs has made a huge resurgence, especially in Europe. It's actually been kind of ridiculous how much Bubs we're seeing these days.
Yeah. Kind of weird.
Oh, I haven't updated. That's the one thing that I forgot to do. Let's go. Gotta update the names. It's always gonna be the one thing.
Yeah.
Right. Obviously, we've also got a bit of a lore battle going on here.
信じてるぜ
But in the War of the Shotos in general, this used to be an incredibly one-sided matchup in favor of Gran, but given the nerfs to his fireballs and his DP as well, it's a little bit more normalized. It means that this matchup is a lot closer than it used to be, and EX Boot getting thrown out really haphazardly there, getting punished, and now it's Gentle's turn.
Oh,
Yeah, Bubs did just win an LBC, you're right. I'm right there. The fact that Gran has tons more recovery on all of his fireballs and EX Fireball doesn't knock down anymore really does help solidify this matchup in favor of Bubs in terms of the fireball game at the very least. Great use of the EX dive kick there to try and get around the superior neutral, because at the end of the day, whilst Bubs' buttons are still pretty big, Gran's frame data and base control is, I'd say, a little bit better in mid-range. But you have to get there, and that can be a real struggle, getting through the huge buttons and specials of Beelzebub. Great anti-F from Gentle to secure the first round.
Battle 2. Engage.
yeah. Yeah, we should send boots. That's awesome.
I mean, we're very oh, nice. Getting the anti-air again. Taking the side switch off of the EX Black Hole. Again, the Black Hole does have quite a significant amount more cooldown than most abilities in the game. But since they've adjusted a few of the cooldowns for other moves, such as DPs, it's a little bit less noticeable than it used to be. And with not just Gran, but a bunch of the other characters being brought down, like by system mechanics or by specific nerfs, Bubs is actually seeing himself rise, especially in the rank of the Shotos. And he's in a pretty good spot in the meta right now. I think that, in general, this is the best health that Granblue has ever been in, with pretty much the entire cast being viable. I believe that there are one or two characters that are a little bit too strong, but they're not, like, irredeemably out of whack. So if we could just have a, you know, the Yule Patch comes in, we get those two brought down a little bit. I think the game is in a phenomenal spot right now, with great character variety. Right, Gentle 1-0.
Believe in victory.
Alright, synced up now.
Battle.
Now we can.
Ah, were you unsync?
Yeah.
Yeah, if that happens in the next match, we'll just go over to Discord streaming.
Yeah, of course.
No problem.
Ooh.
And this is a tendency that Afro does a lot. He likes to spend the EXDP on his anti-air conversions and on his jump-in.
Yeah.
I personally think he could squeeze a little bit more out of them, but EX Boot is so valuable for characters like Catalina and Gran now that they can't just use EX Fireball for the combos.
Oh.
Okay. Trying to get around those fireballs is really difficult. You basically have to know what you're looking for. A lot of people will... Oh, and very preemptive SSBA getting thrown out. Maybe the nerves are getting to him a little bit, but the punish really wasn't there either.
Yeah, just bitch slap him. That's all we did.
Gentle being nice and patient, getting DP'd again, the Afro specialty.
Yeah.
You'll make you have to second guess on your turn. And this... Oh, if he EXP'd, that could have been dead.
Alright.
Shame, but Grand Pressure is still absurd. Uses the teleport, gets out of the corner, gets hit by the EX Fireball, and now we're at match point.
Yeah.
Battle 2. Engage.
Hey, pal. Swepe, Trikiza, all the big names are in the chat right now.
Just went in and tried to grab. Alright, I respect it.
The DP gets punished by the Far Heavy. And now, Gran's back to the corner again. He has a lot of work to get back into this. EX Boots was a gamble. Successfully manages to take his turn back, though. And now he's pushing Bubs all the way to the other corner. XDP completely whiffs.
Yeah.
And I'm liking to see that. A lot of people kind of spot dodge or forward roll preemptively against Bub's fireball, which there really is no need to. The longer he holds it, the less variance there is on the timing. You can just do it on reaction. But a lot of people get themselves hit for no reason. And Afro clearly not doing that, but he is doing a phenomenal job of putting himself back in this game now.
Oh, missed Swepe. He could have been big damage.
A lot of risky gambles have been going in Afro's favor so far. Like the DP and the follow-up on the Wrecker.
Oh.
Ooh, okay, this is punish.
Whoa,
It's dead.
Alright.
Oh, the spot dodge actually came out, but it was too early. Ended up actually killing him. Damn, I thought he was going to get a punish on the fireball, but that SSBA is incredibly slow from Gran.
Oh.
EX now he's ended up cornering himself. Yeah, you have to really be ready to deal with Bubs when he jumps into the air. Between his JU, JH, and dive kicks, it can be a real menace to get him out of there.
Alright.
Ooh, nice, good jump. Taking some space back.
Oh.
Nice patience coming from both players, checking the forward walk with EX boot. Now you're back to the corner. Preemptively goes for that 2H. Trying to deal with one of those jumps out of the corner. And there we're seeing it. It's so hard to deal with that JU.
Yeah.
Nice, brilliant jump.
Alright. Oh.
Goes for the super, now we have one more touch.
Big damage.
Okay, this is going to whip punish as well, though. Not very much damage, because you have to charge up that SVA in order for it to do literally anything. Makes up for it a little bit by having the utility of the DP. Afro, tying us back up to 1-1.
Hell yeah.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Alright, very interesting first game so far.
Yeah. Starting off with...
Nice. DP sealing back his turn.
Yeah.
Forward rolls for the fire heavy. That was a really nice forward roll from Gentle there. Obviously, Gran has so little recovery that it's very hard to get a punish on situations like that, but simply getting in is a real positive as well.
Oh, that
Was there seeding or not in this tournament? I always see top 8. In the event that there's some more notable players, I might see a bit further than that. I seeded top 16 of this event. No, the events are never fully seeded. Unless I'm doing, an invitational. And that's it, there we go. Gran's explosiveness getting shown.
Yeah.
Battle 2. Engage.
And I must stress that it's lightly seeded as well. I'm not seeding it too seriously. I mostly let the challenge yellow seeding do most of the work for me. As most of the players who attend HAB have attended it enough times that the... Wow! The DP clash! Holy...
Damn. Yeah, alright.
Nah, that's insane. Someone clipped that. DP clashes are honestly my favorite thing about Season 2. Like, no doubt in my mind.
Alright, taking the... Oh!
Super, that's gonna get dodged, right? No, it isn't! Went for a delay 2L. No safe jab, and gets the throw. Nice, gets the TP.
Right.
Catches even the best players, gets the fully charged SBA, so there we go, we get real damage.
Yeah.
Getting caught by the EX dive kick as well, just snaking back. There you go, that's what I was talking about earlier. You preemptively spot dodge or forward roll, you open yourself up to getting punished in situations that you typically wouldn't have to. And now you're at chip point, all he has to do is bring you in with a black hole. Oh, I don't. Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about that dash in. Getting a bit impatient. There's the spot dodge. EXDP whips, and that's going to be it. Without actual match point.
Yeah, that would have been a misinput. Pretty sure he tried to do fireball from that range. Was that DP?
Yeah, it could have been. But we did use the fireball a little bit earlier. Remember to press 4, folks. If you don't press 4, you're going to get DP.
Yeah.
It's weird as well because the input buffer is very different depending on which character you're playing. Certain characters prioritize certain inputs way harder than others.
Yeah,
which is a pretty interesting nuance in the game.
It happened again.
I liked the preemptive jump from Afro. If he managed to get like a JH starter on that teleport from on a read, that would have been amazing.
I mean, goodbye fireball.
Yeah, it's never safe to do fireballs or cancel against Gran.
Yeah, and it's not that
it's a
safe.
plus frame, sucks him in. Nothing real is happening here though. I'd love to see a command grab SBA. Pay homage to Venom, the one true Bubs.
Back when Buff was seen as the worst. Oh!
Okay, Stinger, that should punish. Oh no, it doesn't. It doesn't have. It doesn't have invuln in the active frames. That's so sad.
Yeah.
Yeah, give Gran some privilege, please. Where's the where's the protag priv?
Yeah.
That was Perty, the true protagonist of Granblue Versus.
There we go.
Very close set though. It looked relatively one-sided in the first match, but after it got going, it brought it really close together.
Yeah.
But GG Gentle, and we'll be seeing you over in Winners Round 2.
Yeah. Thanks, bro.
Alright, so next up, we're going to have Breaker playing against... Oh, Top, that was it.
Alright. Ah, shame. A really good first match.
Yeah, very good. Better than I was expecting, actually, but nice surprise.
Yeah. In chat, it's just shame after one of the Danish pride has already been ruined. Damn. Can't believe it. Right. Is it ready?
Yeah. Answering a question in there.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
And I'm gonna get Top on it.
That's the wrong one. Don't start.
Pardon?
Oh.
What's the wrong one?
Oh, they were going to the wrong station.
Ah, I see.
Yeah. Luckily, Breaker noticed. So.
I go stand over next to Beckon him.
Yeah, that's fair.
There we go.
I'm just gonna stand here.
I put the CAG sled next to it. It's impossible. Can't miss it. Hey, Viram, how you doing, man? But yeah, so everyone who's asking, basically, the seeding that happens at the moment in our tournament is basically, so we see top 8, because we want it to be a decent experience for everyone involved. And the best way for that to happen is to have at least some soft seeding in the event. And other than that, like, if there's a lot of good players, I might let Maturino's MMR system take care of things a little bit.
I have not seen Season 2 La Diva yet.
Me neither. I mean, to be honest, we used to have absolutely amount of players in EU. Like, genuinely, when the brackets were 64 people, there were at least 20 Ladivas in that bracket. But since then, the Ladiva players have been migrating away, and the Arc System Works talents team have been reinforcing that notion a little bit.
Yeah.
And this matchup has always been a hugely high variance matchup, so pretty interested to see this one going.
Yeah, of course, with a high persona, like, or with a character with really long range, with a character with like not that much range. Or...
Yeah, glad to see a lot of people in the Discord basically piping up and saying that they appreciate the seeding. But yeah, so getting straight into this matchup, both these characters saw quite significant changes. And even though Ladiva saw a significant slew of nerfs to her confirms, this, the thing that really makes Ladiva good in this matchup, or have a chance to win, is that once she gets in, she can put you into that blender until you are dead. And Berry's DP being nerfed to 11 frames was a huge deal for that. And now it has longer cooldown on top of that, so if Ladiva can get in, she can go ham.
Alright. Yeah, when she hits you with that headbutt, it's just a guessing game from there. Like what is the other player gonna do? And then you have to listen to Ladiva like also guess what they're gonna do.
It's also pretty interesting because the way that this matchup has changed the most in Season 2 is that Berry now has a new tool in Drill that she is pretty much forced to try and use quite often, in quite a lot of matchups in order to run her offense. And a lot of her buttons have received nerfs to their startup, specifically 2M, which is a huge deal in this matchup because it opens up more opportunities for Ladiva to whiff punish or crush them with her own 2U. which is how the Diva really aims to get in this matchup to begin with. We also saw a nerf to Fairy's 236H, which isn't as big in this matchup specifically, but it is a pretty big deal overall for Fairy.
Oh, this is just bullying. Oh,
Not letting him get in. Here we go. GG, not an EXGG cool, but the super's coming out nonetheless. I'm just going to put him all the way over to there. And there you go. Perfect. Chip kill. First 7 golden letters of the event.
yeah, did not get to play the game. Goddamn.
A matchup getting exposed to how suffocating it can be. Breaker is no joke. He's won HABs in the past.
Yeah. Oh, did not punish me.
I don't blame you, Necron. Existence is such a banger. It really is. All I really want is the Lyria theme in the game, and I'll be so happy.
Yeah. Is that Bubs' theme?
Yeah, Existence is Bob's theme.
Yeah, I've never been a fan of it. I'm be honest. I think I'm the only guy who doesn't like the song.
Oh, really? Okay, we're going for the install.
Oh!
Drops the optimal, but gets the mix up afterwards anyway.
Double
Setting
perfect.
going for that low, and yeah, double perfect. 7 golden letters, but again, this is how this matchup can be. If the Diva can't get her way in, it's gonna be a real struggle.
Alright. Oh!
Don't listen to the Fairy players, people. Fairy players will make you believe the character's dead. Watch out for Zeiji. He'll show you how the character's doing.
Goddamn.
You're gonna see triple perfect.
Don't hope so. I'll just...
Very convincing play from Breaker so far, keeping up all the way out. There we go, no triple perfect. Gets the SVD, and this could be it. The XVD being spent is a little bit unfortunate, though. It's going to be hard to open him back up unless he gets himself hit by a JU.
Good.
All of a sudden, there's a real chance. There you go, go for the SSBA, and this is dead. There is lower health means that even if this was easy input, this is dead.
Yeah. God.
Who's commentating? That'll be me and Trashy Slime.
God, oh, that was...
That is so sad. And it also was purely because he didn't use easy input. I was so convinced that that was going to kill. But because he did use easy input, pardon. The reduced damage, losing that 1k, means that didn't kill. Which ultimately sends you down to loser's bracket, but at the end of the day, it isn't the easiest thing to pop out those 720s in situations like that, especially at the dash up.
Yeah.
Rough matchup. Don't lose faith, though. We need to see more Ladivas.
Hell yeah.
Keep on the hustle.
Not going back. I'll be honest.
Yeah, I don't think... shh. Most of the Diva players would say the same thing, but we need to keep the ones that we still have.
Yeah, but again, it's most of me like change mentality from like, oh, I like grapplers and heavy dudes to, oh, I like speedier rushdown characters.
Yeah,
but that's like a personal thing. More than it's like I don't like the Diva because the changes that happen. It's more like I change as a person and I like this thing instead of this thing.
Yeah.
No.
Alright, sorry about that. I'm again having to answer some questions about people asking about the basically, yeah, there's a lot of people asking. I'm not sure why about the seeding of the event, but we'll see.
Yeah,
what that's about. I'm just gonna quickly sort out who we're doing for winners round 2. We have quite a lot of amazing matches here so far.
Yeah,
it's gonna be hard to choose.
Yeah, that's fair.
Ooh, Miri Necron. Let's do Miri Necron.
Oh,
that sounds super fun.
Needs more
Get
buffs.
both the evils.
Yeah. But actually, in the chat before, after I actually said like the EXDP from like full screen, that one game was actually misinput.
Yeah, you were right.
Yeah, so. Yeah, but yeah, Ordain, I can actually like Bubs. Like when I first played against Bubs, it felt like a lot of knowledge checks, for sure. He's a weird character. I've never learned the matchup, and I need to someday. I mean, with so many people playing buffs, it's not going to be hard to like learn the matchup.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Once you learn it, though.
Just gonna quickly give everyone a little look at the bracket and how it's currently standing. We have an insane amount of people in this bracket. If we go and take a look at real quick, it's gonna go on for quite a while. So we're gonna stream as many matches as we can. We're only streaming one in Winners Round 2, which is going to be Miri up against Necron, and then in Winners Round 3, we're gonna be matches, Winners Quarters, 2 matches, and then we'll be in Winners Semis, which is top 8, and the entirety of top 8 will be streamed. We have so many great players in Winners Round 2 still, though. We have AG versus Chronicle. So I know that Mr. Pow versus Silver and T would have been a nice match. Tomorrow Breaker. We have Rickster, Margin Jinhan. Arafu versus Myth, that would have been another great one to watch. Deviants versus Bulge would have been fun. Vivir versus Sayazan. Unless I'm mistaken, they're both French. That would have been a regional takedown. Swampin versus Gatekeeper Zwei. That's pretty funny. They took part in a tournament together at one point, as in a team tournament, I believe. Either way, there's a whole bunch of mythology behind Gatekeeper and Swampin.
Great.
Alright, so other than that, the players appear to be ready for the lobby, so...
Yeah, let's get started. Let's see some good-ass Granblue.
Oh, yeah.
Zetta versus
Lovely.
Yes.
Playing as Zetta.
Yeah.
It's been a long time since I've seen that, actually.
Yeah, same here.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Yeah, I can't believe EU Granblue's dead, boys.
Can't believe it. Oh. And... Right.
81 viewers on the stream, 50 attendees, $200 raised over 2 weeks. Can't believe it. F's in the chat for the EU Granblue. Of course, if you haven't already, be sure to type !Matcherino into the chat and donate 50 cents to the bracket for free using code HAB2GB. Takes you 2 seconds, and I know you will have a Twitch account. If not, I know you'll have a Discord account. So yeah, be sure to do that and support all of the players.
I know you have email.
Support all of the players on Twitch, Twitter, etc. I know that a lot of them stream. We have lobby nights every Wednesday, and I know that we have ranked nights starting back up on Tuesdays by the French scene. So if you're interested in Granblue, there's no better time than now to be checking it out.
Yeah, but anyway, that was really dominating first game.
I will say that there's a chance that Miri is specifically opting into Zetta for this matchup. Zetta has a lot of really effective defensive and offensive OSs against Beelzebub specifically, such as Pogo into SBA to kind of offensively OS against him using his Command Throw super. If he uses the Command Throw super on defense after her Pogo, she'll end up getting her own super and beating out the Command Throw. And if not, nothing will come out. Very effective OS. Okay, EX dive kick. It looks like Necron is very close to taking this one back. And there you go. Anyone who says that that's the best reversal in the game is capping because...
Yeah, that...
got him killed there.
Yeah, but it's just, like... When it comes to good players, it's like every game to be dominating for both players.
Oh, is this used up? Have we used it up already? Do I have to contact the partner program?
Look at that. Oh. Alright.
Nice, really solid pressure coming out so far. And EX Spear completely smoking the start up of Black Hole. Nice, getting himself back out with DP though. Oh, whiffs JH in the air. But that ends up with a whiff super in response.
Yeah.
This is going to be a lot of damage.
I wonder
Jesus.
which one is more profitable.
40% uses the teleport, gets the meaty into the throw, beating out the best inverted commas reversal in the game. And Necron, 1-0. Oh, we're seeing the rematch as well. We're not going to see Belial. Okay.
Oh. Alright. That's fair.
Very fair. Wow.
Oh, is that already? Goddamn.
What a beautiful anti-air using that fire heavy.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that very often. But Bobs is so tall that characters like him and Vasaraga are brilliant examples of it. But their buttons reach so high up naturally that their far normals even are really effective anti-airs.
Oh. best reversal in the game. I don't mind if I do. Wow.
Don't get me wrong, it still has a bunch of really effective uses. Specifically,
Oh yeah.
Zetta actually can very effectively deal with both timings of Beelzebub using JU and using Dive Kick. You can cover both of them with her stance. But it's definitely not the best reversal tool in the game.
Oh,
It
yeah.
definitely does have a lot of really effective uses.
Yeah, for just like one option to beat it, other than just blocking it.
Ooh, lovely. Great
Oh.
JU. Punishing that to you. There we go. Now
Oh.
we're seeing the real reason why a lot of people would call it one of the better reversals in the game. It's just because you get a lot of damage, and obviously the second that Zetta gets a knockdown, a pressure will loop into itself
Yeah,
for
get
a
them-
huge amount of reward.
Got that vortex.
It's very, it's very rare that you'll ever see her with her enemies back to the corner, getting 2 on 4H into the heavy follow-up though. To be fair. Nice.
Oh!
Catches the teleport, punishes it, and goes straight into the super.
Yeah.
Miri keeping himself alive, but Necron is putting us right to the edge of match point.
Yeah. That's just the opposite of like Nelson personnel. Just teleports behind you and the guy who teleports gets stabbed.
Nice.
Alright.
Makes the forward roll with 2M. Gets that knockdown into the famous push block. The real, it's the really disgusting thing about Zetta. If she happens to get a knockdown on you anywhere on the screen, beautiful block, but doesn't have any cooldowns to confirm off of it. Yeah, if she happens to knock you down anywhere on the screen, she can carry you at least half of the screen just from you blocking her pogos. It's like a pre-patch cheater. Pre-patch cheater still does it, but nowhere near as bad as she used to. Nice, solid pressure just now, taking the positional advantage, not going in and risking losing that turn to a DP. Respect it. Nice. Getting a turn back in. What was that punish? Oh, it was 2 on 4H from Necron. Nice, beautiful confirm, getting the cross light into the super. That's gonna be no damage though, so scaled with all the hits.
Oh man.
Okay.
You can do that? That's sick.
Yeah.
Goddamn.
So that's another reason why Zetta, she used to be considered one of the worst anti-air characters in the game, because her 2H had really poor usability. You'd actually use Fire Heavy quite a lot of the time, as opposed to using her 2H. But now that the usability of that move has been buffed, she inarguably has some of the best anti-air game, period.
Yeah.
On non-counter hit or counter hit, she can get full combos into knockdowns, which is a huge deal. Yeah, we do indeed have ourselves a set. Going for that Pogo. Again, Pogo got nerfed this patch. It's not quite as oppressive as it used to be.
Oh
Now
yeah.
only the first Pogo is overhead. The others are all mids.
Yeah, exactly. I read it.
It changes the set fairly a little bit, but for the most part, the options are still relatively the same because Zetta Pogo had become so optimized, at least in Europe. It basically got boiled down to like 2 or 3 answers on
the
offense and
pixel.
defense, and walk back far and landing twice in a row now, clinching out these rounds. We're gonna have to see Necron adjusting to the slower pace that Miri is setting right now.
Yeah. Goodbye.
I do believe that Miri would have killed if he just used 2 hits of the auto combo into super though. How the scaling works.
Oh yeah, right, yeah.
Beautiful. I'm loving not seeing like preemptive spot dodges and forward rolls
Yeah.
from Miri. I hate it when people do that against pubs. Nice use of the dive kick to get away from the 2H there, knowing that he was going to be killed. Very risky, but there you go. Another reason why stance, it's brilliant, but it does have counterplay.
Yeah.
Loses to people special cancelling or converting into frame trap or converting into auto combo gathering, stuff like that.
Damage.
Is it going to be dead, but one more teleport mix?
Yeah.
Goes for the low.
And now we're in game point. Goddamn.
Yeah, absolute match point. It was looking really convincing again for the Beelzebub player in the first match, but
Yeah.
Miri has been bringing this one closer.
Yeah. For sure.
Nice! Retreats and catches the teleport with the medium. Knocks down, goes for the teleport, gets the midi, and goes for a frame trap with the close heavy. Doesn't quite get anything. There you go, plus frames. Jumps back, again, just commanding the space instead of risking your turn getting stolen away. Just backing up. Instantly tries to steal the turn back with a dive kick though, so.
Yeah.
Nice. And for the chip, gets the plus frames, runs in, gets the SBA. SBA, that's dead.
Goodbye.
Necron moving forwards, knocking Miri into the losers bracket.
Well done.
Let's go, Necron.
Hitting them with that Minecraft special.
Swedish community is no joke, man. They really aren't.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, whilst everyone else has been a little bit sleepy over the past couple of months, the Swedish community has been on the grind. The French community recently has woken up. They're starting to try and do a lot of regional and open bracket events for Europe and France. But the Swedish community, they never stopped. They've been running events, exhibitions, you name it.
Yeah. Swedish are crazy, dude.
Yeah, their fighting game scene's great. It's great seeing people DMing me about how many people are playing, though. Pretty neat.
Let's
But
go.
GG's, that was a brilliant set.
Yeah. Great at that. Can't even say that. Like, goddamn.
Alright, so now I have to look out for winners around 3 matches that are worth watching. There's Rixter Margin Tension. That's going to be great.
Alright.
That's going to be our first one. And then Deviants for Via, or Navia Trikiza. Oh, but Svamp and Sombang! Which one do you want? Between Navia Trikiza, Svamp and Sombang, and Rixter Margin Tension, Han?
Feeling from Svampin.
Okay. So we're going to go with Svampen and Rixter.
Yeah.
And I'm really looking forward to the Svampen one.
Yeah.
Seeing more Zetta, but at the end of the day, I'm never going to complain about more Zetta. I'm a little bit biased there.
Yeah,
but seeing some Zoe as well.
Yeah. Zetta's a cool character. Like, for sure. I really want to.
She's also been slept on by the entire world other than Europe, which is really weird. Inarguably, I think she's top 3 right now. And I think she's one of the only characters with a positive matchup against Lance. Like, I think she beats him 5-5. But don't quote me on that. I might get yelled at.
Yeah, but Zoe, she seems really cool. Like, as you can see, I have her. I bought her. They were like right before going to commentary. Also, because like one of my friends kind of had interest in how Zoe plays. Well, my friend's like most an anime fighter guy, and he plays Ramlethal, and it's like, oh, the dragons kind of work like Ramlethal's swords, kind of.
Oh no, Hidden Ryu, I mean beats 5-5, as in implying that the other end is 4-4, so it's 5-5, 4-4. Again, I don't think there's really very many matchups in this game that are incredibly one-sided anymore. There are a few, like, weirdly, Wayne went from having one of the most polarizing matchup charts against him to having some of the more polarizing matchup charts in favor of him. Like, Lewayne Vasaraga, I think, might be the worst matchup in the game now. Lewayne has really good options to shut that down. Lewayne, that's a general thing that I want to point out, is that the game is in such a stable state right now because we have Lewayne with a really stable matchup spread, beating out a lot of the Shotos, even. It's absolutely incredible. If you told me that 6 months ago, I would have laughed in your face. But no, we have a very interesting turn of events now. With a very balanced.
Lewayne, the character who canonically never wins a fight, is the guy to have the Shotos not be as dominating. Goddamn.
I don't listen to fairy players, man. I don't listen to fairy players. The only fairy player I listen to is Zeiji. I'm sorry, Breaker.
Yeah, that... I can't.
I'll let him.
Yeah.
Waiting for Rix to top in now. And speaking of Lewayne, which is a nice tie-in, actually.
Yeah.
Rixer,
right.
It's very likely we're going to be seeing Rix's Lewayne here.
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh, speaking of the man.
I mean, if we do see Lewayne, I'm going to be hype. Which is it's an absolute, like, blessing to have Rixer in tournaments at the moment, because there's always that chance that you get the Lewayne goodness.
Yeah, Lewayne's, like, best in, like, character in terms of personality in this game. Like, joking personality. Of course, I have more of a bias against, like, Vasaraka's personality. I love it. But, like, if you want to, like, talk about the character with the best dialogue in the game, go to Lewayne.
I mean, he has the best dub. Like, there's not even any argument.
Yeah.
The reason why the dub is so iconic, at least for me, is specifically Rixter. And, but genuinely, even regardless of that, The stuff is actually very top tier. I'm looking forward to it.
Oh.
They don't skip intros, but they will.
It's not best inter. Oh, the
Trikiza rocking his patented illegal skin. I'm yet to have anyone complain to me about it, but it is tournament illegal. And on the other side, we have Margin rocking Matera. For those of you who aren't aware, Margin is a writer for Event Hubs and has done a great deal for exposure for the Granblue scene. So be sure to show him some love if you can. He's commentated on HAB before. This is his first time in the bracket. And this matchup in particular is insanely interesting and rare. It's not every day you get to see a high-level Luane versus a high-level Matera.
Yeah. Oh. Alright.
There we go,
Oh,
Universal Overhead gets the
counter
counter hit. We don't see any of the sauce combos. Rix showed me a ridiculously saucy combo.
Oh, now gets the song. Oh.
Big throws using the boy. Gets the low, into the throw again.
God, the 7 golden letters with the golden skin.
It's kind of cursed, but at the end of the day, you know what else is cursed? Trying to defend against that without any sort of reversal. No meter available to him means that he cannot use the super to cheese his way out of that. He just has to hold it.
Luane definitely, like, I remember Luane having some weird, like, you having to play really weird defensively against him so many
Yeah,
times.
I mean, even before, back in the day, when Luane had a lot more usability issues, specifically with his confirms and mid-screen, he had a lot of issues with that. So whilst he had good footsie tools, he had no way to really capitalize on it. But now that they've kind of alleviated that pain with the buffs to far medium, and Awesome Source being a very good confirm tool now. Oh, this is a ton of damage, damn. But yeah, with that gone, now Luane's set play really shines. Especially because all of the characters in the game have universally had their DPs nerfed. His set play is very real. Running back because there's no reason for him to go in. Runs back, calls Iggy, and this is the Iggy number 1. Ooh, gets the instant kill with the Thunder. And that's the thing about Luane, right? Is even before all of this, his set play and his supers were knowledge checks. If you do not know what to do, or more importantly, if Luane manages to get you flustered in the middle of a match, it's, you know, it literally spells doom. This might be the one matchup in the game where Luane doesn't just win in terms of zoning, though, which is interesting. With the rest of the characters having their fireball games pretty significantly nerfed, it means that matchups like Catalina, Gran, Gita, etc., Luane can actually out-fireball war them using his summons. And to a lot of people, that'll look troll, but no, specifically trying to bait out a reversal option timing from Matera, like forward roll or spot dodge, in anticipation of the low. And it works out, getting the 7 golden letters.
Yeah.
Second one already.
I can't get over that.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Nice, good mash. Getting out of the set play. Nice! Might actually get to see some offense.
Yeah.
Good take throw. Butterfly on the screen. Butterfly saw quite a significant amount of changes to Matera this season, including the fact that she now has an air fireball. Nice! Gets the low, that should be dead.
Yeah. Yeah, that's dead.
Margin taking the first round.
Yeah.
Still at match point, but this is a good start.
Battle 3, engage.
Yeah, let's go Margin. Of course you're repping the Swedish player's Necron. I don't know, I would be biased for the Swedish player, but at the same time I gotta represent the UK. Rickster being one of the best players from the UK.
Fair.
Never gonna catch me slipping. Especially because he's rocking Luane these days. I actually love it so much.
Yeah.
And it's hilarious that Luane is actually a really good tournament character now. Like, he had tournament buffs before, but now they're really prominent.
Yeah.
Nice, it's gonna be... Oh, never mind.
Oh!
To confirm. I thought that was gonna be a ton of damage. Getting the low, the boys are so fast now.
The boys! Here they
Getting
come!
hit by the overhead, and there we go. Rickster moving forwards into winners quarterfinals.
Yeah.
Man, Luane is so cool.
Yeah.
Probably really messed up to play against in a tournament, though. Not gonna lie.
Of course. I mean, with all the buffs he's gotten, like, and stuff, like, of course, he could be a scary character of the players who, like, played him back in the day, playing now. Like, goddamn.
Yeah, it's definitely. I don't know. At the end of the day, my opinions of Luane are a lot higher than most people because I have similar to everyone having Ferry players constantly dripping poison into their ear about how Ferry is bad now. I have Luane players constantly dripping poison into my ear about how Luane's now the goated character. He's top 5, he's top 5. I'm like, they're giving me a lot of convincing arguments, but I'm gonna be a little bit biased on that end.
I'm also kind of biased about Luane because he's like, when I introduced the game to my friends, like, yo, check out Luane, he's funny.
Yeah, I remember that.
Luane is like, Luane, the funny character. Play him. Have fun. Oh.
Next up is going to be Swampin versus Sombang, which should be Zoe up against Zetta. Swampin has always been a player that I've admired. He's pushed Zetta further beyond, I had ever imagined Zetta would be pushed. He's recently been bringing out, even now, just before Season 2 hit, he started doing a couple of really unique things that we'd never seen before. And he's like the one player that I would like use as an example if I was ever talking to an NA player or a Japanese player about why Zetta is not bottom 5. But,
yeah, okay.
I'm still yet to hear a convincing argument as to why that is the case.
I mean,
I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, I mean, as long as, like, one of the things I quickly catched on when I turned to service, like, you're extremely biased against Zetta, so, like, in general. So it's like, you're like one of the Zetta guys. Like, goddamn.
Zetta versus Zoe.
Alright, Zetta versus Zoe. Exactly as expected. Yeah, I remember when I was a Zetta player as well. Zetta's still number 1. Wow, no, she's not. She's number 2 in my heart. Cagliostro is so much fun, man.
Yeah, fair.
There's literally only one character in the game that I was asking for since launch, and that was Cagliostro. But more and more, as time has went by, I've realized just how much I like the trope of relatively disinterested / apathetic girl with a huge fucking gun. And that really started off with Powered CL from Melty Blood, but now it's gotten to the point where the only character that I would possibly, consider dropping Cagliostro / Zetta for is Silver. If Silver gets announced in the Yule trailer, I believe that's actually coming out very soon. If that happens, I'm going to be absolutely ecstatic. Like, that's the only other character that could possibly interest me now. Alright, good start for her. That's, you're not going to get away with that. And like we were talking about earlier, you see? Even on non-counter hit, getting the full confirm into the Oki. Getting hit by the overhead means that the throw whiffs from Swampin though. Sombang going for the cheese, going for the left-right with the thunder, using the forward roll to get out of there. And the hilarious part is that he was using the forward roll just to check Swampin's reaction time, not intending for Swampin to get, to actually get hit, going for the tick throw in order to secure the corner. But instead, Swampin ends up getting hit very similarly to the overhead hitting Sombang a moment ago, and both of the throws end up whiffing. That's pretty funny. Yeah, both of them did it, Afro. One after the other. It was like a nice little bit of payback. It's like the typical Granblue mix-up is running up to someone, whiffing your throw in their face, and then having them whiff throw tech in your face, getting the full punish. That's the good stuff. That's the Granblue mix. Nice. Throw game. A lot of the OSs have been nerfed this patch, which is, it's up to you on how you feel about that. But, it really messes me up. My defense is absolutely Pringles now. I can't just spam mash OS.
Oh, alright. Open a little bit of a mix up. Alright. The Pogo. Jump the combos.
Yeah, Zavid, that isn't what happened though. It was a lightning tick for her. Like this.
Oh. Alright.
But he wasn't expecting Swampin to get hit.
God.
Beautiful confirm. I mean, at this point, I'm kind of, what's the word? I'm numb to it. I've seen Swampin break the mold of what I thought was possible with Zetta so many times. I'm like, yep, that's just a Swampin confirm.
Yeah. I have not watched I'm not watching Granblue in a while because lost interest.
Yeah, there hasn't been that much good Granblue on in Europe for a while. But
yeah,
we have a lot of stuff,
That's mainly from like the middle period of like between the Zoe patch and the 2.0, it's like there was like the dead zone. The game is not.
Yeah, there was a bit of a lull. But a lot of stuff is coming back up. We have a lot of French tournaments, including a French-only kind of invitational event that they've got going on right now, which has official sponsors and stuff. We also have the Spanish League going on, which is a bunch of invitationals there. We have Cynical doing open 1st-to-7 exhibitions for Granblue every Thursday. So this is still quite a lot going on now. But yeah, there was definitely a bit of a lull, and now things are starting to step back up again, which is interesting, because obviously HAB just started back up again as well. So
and there goes Swampin.
It's all tying in neatly together. And Swampin scoring Swanbang and moving us forwards to winners quarterfinals.
Yeah, this really shows how like versatile I will compare it to some other games. Sweeps in this game are deadly.
Yeah, I mean the sweeps in this game are really interesting in general because they are very varying in strength and application. But generally speaking, when you compare it to other traditional 2D games, which is what Granblue is a little more akin to than its anime appearance would have you expect. They're really, really strong. A lot of them being special cancelable. If not, they usually have some incredible properties attached to them, like low profiles, such as slants. And then, you kind of got the worst elements of, the worst sweeps in the game, both put into one sweep, which is Matera's. She doesn't low profile, and she can't special cancel. But it does go across like nearly the entire screen. It's absolutely massive. So even the worst sweep in the game, at least in my opinion, it's the worst sweep in the game. It's still pretty damn good. So I think this game is really interesting.
Yeah, especially if you like come from like a Street Fighter background, which like if you sweep, you could just sweep back at them. It's like now it's like, oh, he sweeps, well, you can special cancel it, and now it's safe.
Yeah, but sometimes it's safe, sometimes it's more of just I guess, for example, Zetta's sweep right there. None of it's safe necessarily, but the fact that there are 3 layers to when she's going to potentially special cancel means that it's very hard to really take an action or force an action after that. Obviously, because you've obviously always got to fear the fact that is she going to go for stance or spear after the first hit or second hit of 2U. Not always the easy. And then if she goes for spear, then you have to do the guess of is she going to spear forward again or is she going to stop?
Yeah.
Next up though is going to be Zeiji versus Mr. Pow.
Yeah, alright.
And Deviants versus Trikiza. 2 phenomenal matches.
Yeah, alright. I'm up for it. Let's go. Also, going back to the characters from Granblue we want in Versus, because like the match began. The character I really want is Tanya. She's like this kind of rogue-ish character who has a lot of knives. Honestly, she has such a like good aesthetic for me that I'm considering if she gets put in the game, I'm maining her. Like her aesthetic is top tier for me.
Yeah, again, Silver really ticks that box for me as well.
Yeah,
but I've already gotten everything I've wanted up until the point that I got what I wanted, and I was like, maybe I also want Silver. So you know what? I'm okay. Give everyone else what they want, Axit.
Yeah, I mean, I could say aesthetics are stronger than them. Aesthetics are the biggest part of the character, but I really like Rasaraka, but I hate his gameplay. I don't like his like slower gameplay. It's again my personal taste, and I'm not dissing anyone who plays them, but it's like I can't get over this.
We're gonna have Zeiji up against Mr. Pow, and I can't lie, I am excited for this match. Like super, super excited for this match. Zeiji is probably the best Fairy player in Europe at this point. At the very least, the most dedicated player to Fairy in Europe. And Mr. Pow's Matera is absolutely watch as well. Speaking of, already in.
Yeah.
Granblue community knows how to look after themselves.
Yeah.
And here we go. Fairy versus Matera has also always been such an interesting matchup, with both of the characters having access to really good zoning and anti-zoning tools, but also having ridiculously good offense and not the best defense. Both of them having their fastest button at 6 frames means that if either one of these characters gets to run their offense on the other, it's lights out. Fairy obviously having access to the DP, but with it being at 11 frames now, it's very hard for Fairy to actually successfully DP a lot of Matera's hops and offense. But here we're seeing, this is what I was talking about earlier with Fairy's changes. It's actually really impacted this matchup. Obviously, now you can't EX Whip in order to reaction punish all of Matera's fireballs. However, you now have access to Drill being plus, which means that if you successfully jump and drill onto Matera, all of a sudden you get to run your offense onto her, which is a really good way to skip neutral over all of those fireballs. You can obviously still take the risk of using EX Whip, like Seiji is there, to try and call out a fireball, but you can't do it on reaction anymore.
Yeah.
Nice, beautiful far medium. Bring out Seiji, going for a drill that fell a little bit short, and now we're seeing it again. All of those buttons there were safe to DP. Using EX DP from Matera to catch him out of the sky. Here we go. First GG mix of the game. Sage whiffing in a spot where I don't think it would have before.
Yeah.
So already we're seeing quite a lot of the buffs and nerfs coming into effect in this match. Matera having access to air fireball, like we're seeing here, is also really impactful. But there we go. Predicting the second fireball. And now you've got to hold the nerfed, but still very potent install mix. And there you go.
And there we go.
Straight into the low.
This match is just mainly full screen. Kind of insane.
Oh, beautiful jumping medium.
Yeah.
And there we're seeing you can't use the whip like that.
Yeah.
Nice, gets the JH, and now you have to hold GG. Never mind, using the EX fireball to interrupt. EX, wow, okay.
Oh, alright.
EX DP gets to run his offense now, but gets DP'd out. Gets caught dashing in. Oh, no.
Oh.
Oh, wow, weird. Gonna go for an Afro there. GK. Matera, for those of you who don't know, Matera's Afro is actually bigger than everyone else's in the game. He has a unique Afro. For a box. Okay, here we go. Install mix again.
Oh, here it comes.
Goes instantly for the low. Whiffs the hoop, pardon. Trying to use the 1H to anti-air the Vine Whip, and there we go. The end of the install now. Matera still having full super meter available to her. Nice, tries it, but the hop was a little bit too late. AG 1-0.
It hits them with the up dog.
What's up, dog?
Yeah. The good old classic of your commentator. This move is officially called the up dog.
I mean, it has to be called a dog. If it's not a dog, what is it? It's a dog that goes up. Come on, guys.
Yeah, exactly.
There we go. Seeing that, like, even though I consider Matera Sweep to be among the worst in the game, it's still insanely fast and insanely big, covering almost the entirety of the screen. Ooh, unlucky. Tries to land, goes to the universal overhead. Seiji calling it out.
Right,
Seiji has some of the best matches in the game. He makes you forget that Ferry only has a 6 frame a lot of the time.
Here goes for the slant.
Oh, that was awkward. That was really awkward. They've seen a couple of confirms.
Ball.
The whole super not quite doing what it's supposed to. And no way. It's an incredible confirm from Seiji.
Oh, this is why this game is great. You can do confirm.
This is why Seiji is great. I'm not gonna lie. Most players would not have landed that.
Oh yeah, but it's like this game has anime combos, but it's more footy based. That's how I feel about it. Why I like the game.
Yeah, some of the combo routing is a little bit restricted, but if there is going to be a single character that has saucy combos, it's Ferry. Hands down.
Oh yeah, of course. Of course,
And
there are many characters.
Seiji, man. He labs those optimals. Just check out his Twitter, honestly. Nothing but sauce in there.
This game really has their characters.
Mix number 3.
Yeah. Oh!
Protect number 1. It's thrown for the second more time.
Oh!
Thrown a third time.
No! No third time.
Misses the frame trap. Matera being very patient right now. Has to find a way out. Manages to get the back throw, and this could be it, but never mind. Gets checked on the Zephyr with far medium.
No.
Seiji understanding that he has the life lead. He can take pretty much any punish there. Throws out the button, gets the check, moves forwards into winners semifinals. He is our first top 8.
I still think there's some characters in the game which, back in the day, I'm pretty sure there's some characters that had, really easy combos, mainly Shotos, but then, other characters, it kind of felt like sometimes some characters had easier combos, and then some other characters you had to work a little more for the combos.
That mostly comes down to just the timing on the special cancels and if there are any links in their combos, but for the most part, it's relatively.
Yeah, but now it actually kind of feels like every character has their combos are not oh you get an EX fireball, you get a combo. It's more like because that doesn't happen anymore. Goodbye knockdown. On that. Ooh, Ras. Is that Ras? Oh, for now. That fake man with safe, I see.
Alright, so next up is going to be Deviant up against Trikiza, which is going to be an interesting one, purely on the fact that we have not seen a single Belial up until here.
Yeah.
And, you know, everyone's crying, Belial is the terror, Belial is ruining Granblue. We've not seen a single one up until this point. However, this is going to be a treat, because this is probably, I'd argue, the best. If not, it's going to be top 3 Belial's in Europe. He hasn't had much of a pointing ground to prove himself so far, but Trikiza, on the other hand, top 3 Narmaya, 100% as well. So, phenomenal match coming up already. Narmaya, a character that is finally not being slept on. Again, like fairy players, they'll constantly drip poison into your ear about how their character is bad. But Narmaya is a very good character, people, and with all the other Shotos being brought down, he's doing just fine. Sorry about the screen.
Almost killed.
Yeah, there is no chance in hell that anyone could convince me that Narmaya is not in the upper echelons of the game at the moment. And to prove that, Trikiza taking a round off of the best character in the game.
Whoa, best character, dude.
Oh, beautifully XCP.
I mean, Narmaya players underestimating the characters just in tune with Narmaya, where she's like, I'm not strong.
Yeah, that's true.
And she's like one of the strongest fighters in the desert.
That's actually very true. I didn't think about it like that. Don't get me wrong, there's obviously a load of brilliant people in the Narmaya community. Especially in Europe, we have absolute titans like Godflash Thunder, who carry the scene on their back, really. And he's a Narmaya player as well. And one of the people who, actually gives Trikiza a run for his money in that top 3 slot. Yeah. Beautiful confirm. Not dead. Ooh. One more touch is going to do it, though. And you have to watch out for that command throw. Shotos with a command for only in Granblue.
Yeah.
Battle 3.
Alright.
Nice. Good use of the SDP. Universal overhead gets the counter hit. There's going to be a significant chunk of damage. Doesn't even spend the EX 1-4.
Yeah.
Nice. Getting the tick throw. Again, really amazing pressure tools in Narmaya's kit.
Yeah.
Plus 2M.
Oh,
that's gonna hurt. Alright, Deviant's actually taking the first round, but Trikiza kept it very close. Bad DP ends up putting this to 1-0 though.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, I don't get, how does Narmaya's back throw, damage, as much as others? She just trips you, dude.
I don't know, it's Granblue. We'll go with magic.
Yeah, true.
Ooh, look at that. Needleless, 30%. 50% corner carry. Let's go.
Yeah. Oh, and now it's the mid screen again. Boom.
Nice. Getting the frame trap. Locks the far heavy and then gets hit by the light DP. Far heavy instantly cancels it, and this is going to be a significant amount of damage. Oh, nice. Beautiful anti-air on the 6-3N.
Yeah.
And that right there. Oh, this is going to win, isn't it? Yeah.
Oh.
Unfortunate. Doesn't get punished, but ends up blocking, and ending up blocking against Belial is just as good as being punished. XDP not whiffing this time. Trikiza not afraid to go for that, even in situations that it whiffed in the past, and there you go. Gets command thrown again. He's going to have to show that he's willing to jump in these situations.
Yeah.
Which is, very unfortunate because Belial has some brilliant buttons to check jumps.
Oh yeah, of course.
Whilst also having the best jump in the game. Look at that JU. They're like, let's take everything that's really good about Percy and put it on Belial, because why not?
Yeah.
Let's put his JU on crack. Oh! That's a really unique punish.
That's a big sword.
Really good combo as well. Trikiza shoving his lap work. Trying to go for the whiff moonsault setup. Deviant saying, nah, I've been in the lab as well. I know what's real and what's not. If she used the EX Fireball, I reckon she could have used EX Command Throw, no, EX Command Dash into Super and killed that. I'm not 100% sure, but it doesn't matter anyway. Using the spot dodge into the DP, sealing his turn back, and Trikiza putting us back on the edge of him tying this up. Trikiza is kind of sexy, Daisy. You're kind of right.
Yeah. True. Oh, put him in the corner.
And lots of whip buttons coming out so far. No punishes coming out from Deviants though. Gets the throw. Narmaya having brilliant run speed, run startup, walk speed, and throw range. That's one of the better throw games, in Granblue, to be honest.
Yeah. And it helps that her throw animation is cool.
Yeah, it's huge, her run's good. Just a lot of ways to generate plus frames, well, compared to other characters in the cast. Getting hit by the command throw is not the ideal start to this. Using the JU, and that's going to be it. Trikiza putting up a great fight, but Deviant's moving forwards as our second player in top 8. Alright, so with that, our first top 8 match is Deji versus Richter. Our second top 8 match is going to be Deviant versus Fampen, with Swepe and Mr. Pow, respectively, and Arafu, pardon, being knocked down. A Swedish and a French casualty.
Yeah.
Heading down into losers bracket, though, I'll quickly...
Actually, I should check it. Let's see what's going on. Bracket. Oh, God.
There we go. Sorry about that. Anyway, going down to losers bracket, we're going to give you a quick look at how things are shaping up. I'm actually going to try and stop the Swepe Breaker match from going through when that one does. Try and catch them. I will get that and Arafu.
Alright. Still some matches down here. Goddamn.
Oh, did you get a 7 delay match, Navia?
Oh.
They're never fun.
God.
Obviously, and I just want to stress this out to anyone, online events can obviously be like this sometimes, but if you ahead of time, before you complete your set, if you do want to connection test against someone, you can run that.
Yeah. See that in the rules. God, oh my God. I remember first playing Granblue was hell because I accidentally said I didn't change any settings when I hopped into ranked. I got matched versus Americans. Oh God. Why?
Yeah, I meant to ping. Oh, there we go. But yeah, in the future, Nivea, if you do want to ask for connection tests, feel free. There will always be me or whichever TA that I have on hand, which is Zavid for this event, and we will be happy to connection test that for you. I'm gonna quickly check out I know that it's gone up a little bit since I last checked.
Yeah.
Shoutouts to Auden for the another $5, who is now saying that every time he goes 0-2 in bracket, he's gonna drop the $5. So again, huge generosity. You've already donated a significant amount. $35 in this bracket, and then the other one, another 30, right? Yeah. So again, shoutouts. Obviously, I don't want you to feel like you have to, Auden. The bet isn't that serious. It's okay, man.
This is
it's appreciated.
This is where like the mean-spirited organizers just make them go versus the best, see them against the best players.
Yeah, I mean,
give us all your money.
I mean, it's all coming back to the best players at the end of the day. There's no self-interest in it for me, but
True. At first, it's just
this is just lining the pockets of the top 3 players.
Yeah.
This is kind of incredible, by the way. The fact that we've crowdfunded this much already. It's in no short amount. People like you and Orton, so huge shoutouts. If the code is apparently not working, as people are saying, if someone who hasn't used the code can quickly check it out in the chat for me, and then come back and let me know if it is out, I will have to contact my rep over at actually. No, I can't do anything about that. I believe I should be able to.
Yeah.
I'm gonna contact him now. Pretty sure they are correct.
Yeah. Shame.
Drop him a DM.
Yeah, good idea. What a...
And in the meantime, just for anyone who's wondering, basically, this is what I was fearing was going to happen, because we haven't had an event this big in a very long time, is that we've hit a little bit of a lull. We're waiting for losers bracket to catch up. There is a ridiculously high amount of losers bracket rounds. We have 6 even before we reach losers top 8. So I'm going to be streaming a couple of matches as and when they become available. I'm going to be streaming Arafu against the winner of Silver NT versus Bellia, and I will be streaming Breaker against the winner of Slowpoke and Bulge.
Hell yeah.
And yeah, obviously there's always some delays, especially in losers bracket. It does happen.
I love the... I got... I love how I personally when it comes to this server, I just lurk. I don't say anything except I want to fight a match or someone's matchmaking, and suddenly I'm here on like the big stream. It's like, whoa, I'm supportive. Crazy. Because I am just even crazy. Well, being shy even online. Oh boy.
Yeah, I mean, it happens. I mean, for example, going into this is probably the most anxious I've felt in a very long time, and that's weird because I've recently become, like, you know, someone who's looking for work. I'm you know, I'm really looking for work, and that's why HAB stopped in the first place. But this is the most anxious I've been in a very long time leading up to this event. Obviously, now that the event is here, all gone. Fine.
Yeah,
the Granblue community is always very welcoming and very, very accommodating. So I never feel wanting in that department. But regardless, I guess it's just because I really want HAB to be a success, and the stakes were looking pretty high coming into this. I was feeling a little bit anxious, but it's okay. Nerves are back on track. Imagine how people are in tournament, actually attending stuff like this, with their money on the line.
I mean, a lot of nerves can also be like that too. Like, you have not done an event in a while, so you don't say, like, you have to get back to back in the flow of it. That could be like an explanation of it. It's my personal, I guess. Not a professional in this by any means. I'm just guessing.
We've had a couple of complaints about one of the connections in, you know, in one of our upcoming matches, so we're just gonna have that ran as a connection test.
Yeah, good idea. Good idea.
Just, you know, we don't want to stream a laggy match, and we don't want players to have to play in a laggy match. Probably more important.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's just a case of France to Russia, it's gonna be rough. Nothing much about that.
I mean, one of the reasons why I kind of been hesitant joining is because I don't want to have a bad experience with, like, connection-wise. Because so boring. It's just, I don't want to ruin the experience for someone else, like, in the tournament.
Yeah, I know there are a lot of people who feel relatively similar.
Yeah, I want to. Of course, I want to support. Like, right now, I'm in commentary and I'm donated to the Matcherino. And by the way, you should do too.
Yeah, you see, whilst we can say, can you donate to the Matcherino? Usually, it's a lot easier to say that, but apparently we've run out of codes, so you can no longer donate to the Matcherino for free. However, if you're feeling especially generous and you want to support the EU Granblue community, there are still a couple of things that you can do. You can directly donate to that. If you have Twitch Prime, that's something else you can do. You can donate Twitch Prime to me, because a lot of my time and resources get poured straight back into the Granblue community. But also, whilst you're on the Matcherino, you don't just have to use the codes in order to donate for free. There are also some things that you can do on Matcherino, which are called sponsor quests, which will also allow you to donate for free. There's plenty of stuff you can do. There's stuff like subscribing and following Diaphone, which is something you should do anyway. He's a brilliant member of the Granblue community and a phenomenal player over in NNA. He recently won NLBC with Sorries, so, you know, shout outs there.
Yeah, let's go.
There are a bunch of other social media stuff you can do. There are a couple of really quick and easy ones, like taking surveys that are literally answering 5 questions that can donate as much as 60 pence, I believe, or 60 cents, pardon, to the bracket. So every little thing does add up. But I will also be speaking to our sponsor in Matcherino to try and see if there's anything that I can do to get the amount of codes that we have extended it a little bit.
Yeah. I mean, either way, if I was gonna join with a mediocre connection, I was just gonna go 0-2 either way. So
making it more than Red Bulls is a pretty big one. I mean, how much did they give away in total? It was a fair amount.
Yeah, sure.
But that would be pretty hype.
Yeah. I mean, just seeing this game, like being in a community and supporting it, it's like just want to do for a while, and I'm glad to like support.
I'm
parts of Blazing
very
because
appreciative for hopping on commentary, for you helping out the match arena.
Yeah. Want to help out as much as I can because helping out is like a joy. Like helping out is something I'm passionate in. Oh boy, that makes me happy.
Oh wow, okay.
Oh. Oh.
Okay, so I've just received confirmation. We have gotten a new code, and not only are we getting a new code, it can be used by everyone who's already used the first code.
Oh.
So that's pretty good.
Money, more money.
It means I'm gonna have to redo all of my assets to do with Matcherino, which is minorly annoying.
Yeah.
However, the new code is going to be Hearts of Blazing Season 2 GB2. So just whack a 2 on the end of the other code, and you'll be fine.
God, I also remember. Oh my! I remember actually. I'm reminded of. I actually kind of wanted to do my own like tournament at some point, but then it never turned to anything.
Yeah, I mean, lots of people have been saying that for quite a long time. But that's what I mean. A lot of people have been saying that they want to get stuff going, but no one ever comes to me to collaborate. I am more than happy, and this goes to everyone. I've got a little panel here on the stream as well. But if any of you are doing anything in Europe or want to get something started up in Europe or, you know, the world in general, I'm happy to help out people from NA or Asia as well. I am more than happy to collaborate, give you my, you know, my own time and my own resources in order to help promote your event, run your event, or any of, you know, even just giving a little bit of advice from my experience in the Granblue scene. If you need anything like that or just want to have a promo slot in the stream, because we've obviously now got these promo blocks that I'm running, as we can see right here, just feel free to mention me on Twitter, throw me a mention on Discord, and I'll be happy to have that happen. I'm also open to anyone joining the HAB staff. Obviously, I'll screen you, and if I know you, you'll be able to take those positions, but we're looking for more admins, moderators especially from Northern America. Want to make sure that we can cover that time slot as well. So if you are from NA and you like what we do, be sure to check us out. And on top of that, we also really badly need commentators for both Granblue and Guilty Gear to book commentary between now and the next 15 weeks. If any of you are interested in doing a commentary block, just hit me up on Twitter or Discord, and I'll be more than happy to have you on.
Actually, fun fact, like, I've actually, with the next year, my, like, the month I'm at my good PC, I can come, it's like the same week as the Hearts of Blazing, so I can help with commentaries, like, in the future as much as I'm available. So that's kind of cool.
Alright, Arafu versus Silver NT.
Ah, finally, games.
Yeah, we were just doing a connection test to make sure it was playable for the players. But yeah,
oh yeah,
according to
yeah,
Zetta,
that's
who
important.
is France to Russia, we've got it. It looks good to go.
Yeah. I mean, if you can't fight in a fighting game, what's the point?
Alright, so this is losers round. Wait, is this round 5 or France? Double check.
Yeah.
6. I almost bamboozled. But there we go. Waiting for them to get into the stream. And in the meantime, I've now got a second code confirmed. I've just had C5 managed to use it. So if any of you want to donate to the match arena, in fact, I'm going to go ahead and do it right on stream. Why not?
Yeah,
how the process goes.
I'll do it too. Just I can't show it on stream, but trust me.
Luckily, I don't have to dox myself in any way, but all you really have to do is go in, log in using any of the social medias that you just saw, Twitch, Twitter, Discord, all of that's fine. Then type in HAB. It's not even case sensitive. I'll just leave it all lowercase. HAB Season 2 GB2, and then we should be able to donate that code straight in. Obviously, you can leave a comment if you want, and just as a little added extra, If anyone donates more than $5 to the bracket directly, I will be giving them a role like Trashy has in the server to signify.
Your name can become red.
Yeah. A slightly brighter red than if you were a commentator as well, so pretty good.
Join the red club to become less red.
Just waiting for Silver NT to hop into the lobby.
Yeah, fair.
Oh, here he is. Never mind. As we say.
Ooh.
Arafu is a brilliant Jita player. I wonder if he's still on Jita, because most of the Jita players happen to move off in Season 2.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
If he isn't, and he is still rocking the Jita, I've got mad respect for that, and it'll be really interesting, because you don't get to see all that much of her.
Jita versus
Right,
Sori.
Jita versus Soris. Two characters that you do not get to see a lot of in Season 2.
Let's go! Soris, my man. He's here.
Yeah, I mean, we got Soris, we got Jita. I'm obviously going to be biased for the Jita player, but if you're biased for the Soris player, it's okay. We've balanced out the commentary.
Yeah.
Now, it is worth remembering that this is a France to Russia connection, so if there's anything that looks a little bit odd, we can give them a bit of leeway on that, as the connection is not going to be ideal. Yeah, we can hope, Navir. Letting the intros rock. Both of them in JP. I'm not sure, though, because if I remember correctly, wasn't Rixter's Lorraine... Well, obviously you can't answer, but on my end, I think Rixter's Lorraine was in Japanese. Has the mod that I put in that removes dubs started working all of a sudden? Because if it has, you know, I'll be happy, but at the same time, I'll be a bit sad, because I wanted that Lorraine dub. Takes the plus frames, gets the throne teched, and Arafu taking back his turn. A lot of Jita's strengths are still very much there. The biggest things that have happened to her that are huge nerfs, it's threefold really. She lost the ability to throw fireballs as much as she did because of the recovery that was added to them. EX Fireball no longer knocks down. As a result, her Fireball game is significantly worse than it used to be. Add to that the fact that her DP's recovery has been nerfed, her DP's startups have been nerfed, and the DP's cooldowns have been nerfed. Her DP is significantly worse. And then finally, and probably most significantly, weirdly enough, there we go, seeing what I was about to talk about. Her wreckers are now all -6 on block, every phase of them. So as a result, they're no longer safe at any point.
Interesting.
So now, Jita has to be a lot more intentional going for those wrecker RPSs.
You can't just do this to the poor man.
Ooh, DP whiffing, getting punished. Soris throwing in the punches, handing 2 of them in a row. All of a sudden, carrying him all the way to the other end of the screen without a single jump. Who needs juggles when you can just punch people all the way to the corner?
Yeah.
Speaking of, though, there we go. Taking his turn back after the -6 wrecker. Nice, good universal overhead. And the run startup on Jita is still incredibly fast. This is going to be the kill. So Arafu pushing us to 1-0.
Yeah. Poor old man gets Swepe in the middle of his punch.
I mean, how old is Soris? That's a question I've always had.
Fuck it. Look it up the week. Looking up.
I mean, I know I've got a lot of GBF heads in the chat.
Sure.
I'm loving seeing all of the support for Silver at the moment. I know that a lot of Russians are attending this, but that don't typically attend. And a lot of Russians are in the chat as well, so... It's lovely to see regional support, it really is. And I'm hoping that in something that I'm not really able to talk about right now, that we're going to be seeing a lot more regional support coming out from the players in the near future. And yeah, I thought Soris is around 70. He is an old man. Oh, nice! EX Geyser straight into the super, which, you know, as much as I hate Soris, I'm not a big fan of the big, brawny kind of types. And his shoes and flared trousers, man, they're too much for me, they really are. But he has some of the best looking supers in the game.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I could see, yeah, definitely, but then again, I'm extremely biased.
Yeah, I respect it. As a character to be biased for, I respect Soris. Because it's like, there have been so many people who have been diehard Soris fans, even when he was, you know, bottom one.
I remember back in the day, if you were a Source main, you're considered a
true G.
And now...
Wait, is this gonna kill? No way, right?
Oh, that killed! Oh.
Even with the slightly buffed health of Soris. Arafu is now at match point. And also, I love this Sheeta color.
Yeah,
It's kind of clean.
And the other side's default source. Not disrespecting, just there's no color.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that Saurus's colors are that good, I'm not gonna lie. I quite like his default.
I like the one I'm wrecking.
Yeah, I think the red one's pretty decent as well. I think Basic's best when it comes to Saurus and the universal overhead.
Oh, my God.
Lovely. Taking Cheetah all the way to the corner, plus frames upon plus frames.
Yeah, that's what Saurus really does well. He just throws a lot of stuff at you, and
He exposes himself into the corner, and now he is going to take a significant amount of damage.
can't flush frame your.
Now
way
this
out of
one
this
definitely isn't gonna kill. Right? Yeah. I've been wrong a couple of times today, but surely not. No, thank God. Whoa! Empty safe jump into the throw. Arafu.
Yeah.
Taking Silver NT out of the tournament, but a great showing from a Saurus player getting this steep. Love to see.
Yeah.
Alright, and our next match is going to be Breaker playing against who was it? It was Gentle?
Oh.
Winning that match. I don't... Oh, it was Slowpoke that ended up taking out Gentle.
Oh.
So we have a Spanish Charlotta. Dangerous combination.
God, fucking potato.
I don't know, I'm a huge fan of Charlotta, especially in the current
fair.
iteration of the game. I feel like there's a lot more interaction between her hit and a lot of the others in the game. Obviously, there are a few matchups that are still pretty cursed against Charlotta, like some of the more zony characters. Charlotta manages to get in, but there's a trade-off as well, because whilst if she gets in, it's, you know, pretty much game over. It's also not that easy for Charlotta to get in, because her jump arc is not great. The horizontal movement is not great. A lot of these characters that are wanting to keep her out also subsequently means that if they get hit to the corner, they can just walk back, and because she doesn't have the best jump arc, it's like really, really hard for Charlotta to get out without taking a huge risk. I don't know, I really like Charlotta's design. I'm one of the very few people that will openly say that without risking getting mobbed by the anti-Charlotta crew.
Nah, I'm not like saying anything against it. It's just I played against her earlier and I got my ass whooped. So
For sure. I mean, here we go. Nice.
Still...
They're starting the match and I haven't even called them yet. But Slowpoke versus Breaker wanting to get this show back on the road. After this match, we are in our top 8.
Yeah. I mean, as you said before, EU players can handle themselves.
Yeah, they really can. I mean, again, I basically just put fancy graphics on it. They run the events.
Yeah. True.
Now, speaking of cursed matchups, one way or the other. There are two ways of thinking the Charlotta Fairy matchup. Breaker was in the chat earlier saying it was an 8-2 matchup in favor of Charlotta. So, you know, I'm not sure how much truth there is to his claim there. It's definitely not that one-sided in favor of Charlotta, but it is his curse. As you can see, now that Charlotta's gotten in, getting the command throw, that's going to be dead. Yeah, getting the demon flip. The thing is, though, is that Fairy actually has some issues anti-airing successfully Charlotta on those jumps and on those demon flips. So once Charlotta is in, it is incredibly hard to do anything, especially because Charlotta can pretty much gaplessly do light auto combo into medium hands. And if you go for DP, she can go for light hands as a cooldown on that to stop you from being able to do that. But because of the fact that her auto combo is self-approaching and Fairy's fastest button is 6 frames, you can loop that basically very, very hard and get a significant amount of chip with Charlotte's medium hands.
There's a lot of just staying out of like Fairy's just like optimal range, like the range. Just saying, yeah, you don't get to zone me if I'm not in range.
Like one of the other curse matchups that we saw earlier was Breaker versus Top on the Lediva. But like as cursed as these matchups are, I feel like there's still a lot of opportunity for play between the two characters. Like, if Charlotta can't manage to get in, the matchup is equally as cursed as it is for Fairy, if Charlotta manages to get in on the opposite end. So, I really enjoy matchups like this. They're very high variance, one way or the other. But as a result, I always felt like the risk-reward element was always kind of overlooked, especially in matchup spread discussion for characters like Lediva into Fairy and old patches. I feel like the risk reward being so high for the Diva means that it wasn't quite as skewed as we thought. You know, everyone was saying it was 7-3. It was pretty damn bad, but I'm not sure if it was quite that bad. But there we go. Slowpoke taking the first match, giving himself the 1-0. And Breaker's going to pull out some stops here. I'm interested to see if he's going to stick with Ferry. He is taking a slow. Yeah, there we go. He is going to stick with that Ferry. I'm not sure. I remember that Breaker moved over to Zetta for a little while. Not, you know, like a lot of Ferry players, not really enjoying Ferry post Season 2. Which is understandable. The core of the character changed quite a bit. But at the same time, Zetta matchup into Charlotta is really quite favorable for Zetta. She has brilliant buttons to keep her out, brilliant punishes, and brilliant defensive and offensive OSs against stuff like Charlotta DP and Charlotta Demon Flip.
Oh, hits him with the up dog.
Yeah, I mean, we don't end up seeing that though. We do see Ferry versus Charlotta again. But let's see if Breaker can bring this in. Oh, let me potato on potato. If Slowpoke takes, this is going to be Swepe versus Slowpoke.
Oh! The potato form. Oh!
I don't think Ferry's quite top 3 anymore, but she's definitely in contention for the top 5 slots.
Yeah, fair. Oh, that interaction, just getting hit by the GG and just one hit of GG.
Ooh, that's a significant amount of chip, but I'm not sure how I felt about him running in there, because all that is doing is giving Charlotta a good opportunity to be able to steal a turn back with that DP. However, ends up working out in Breaker's favor. He gets the DP afterwards, but here we go. Now you're underneath the pressure, +4. Goes for the 2U, instantly goes for the Demon Flip. Hits him with the overhead. Now, spot dodges the SSBA. Okay, Slowpoke's at match point.
Ooh, spicy.
I mean, the funny thing is about this matchup in particular is that no matter who wins, there's going to be the other player going to Discord and Twitter complaining publicly. That is the nature of Charlotta versus Ferry matchup. Ooh, beautiful walk back into the far heavy. Oh, that was close heavy actually. The procs on that normal was incredible.
Yeah.
This is looking like it could be 7 golden letters.
Who knows?
Ah, it is.
Yeah, that. Oh, wait, no.
I got chipped at some point.
Yeah, I got chipped at some point, yeah. Goddamn.
Oh, the connection. I don't know, bro. I'm telling you, there's going to be some public complaining going on. But Slowpoke taking the victory 2-0 and moving on to losers round 6, where he will have to face off, unfortunately, in a kind of potato on potato injustice, where only one potato can continue on to top 8. However, we are going to be leaving them with that because we have a top 8 to stream. The winners semis players have been waiting for quite a while. The first match is going to be a really, really, really interesting one that I am very excited to stream. AG versus Rickster.
Ooh.
And if I'm remembering correctly, which this definitely should be the case, this is going to be Lowain versus like the one of the best ferries in Europe of all time, up against one of the other best ferries of Europe of all time in Europe.
Yeah.
But we're gonna see Lowain Ferry, and I have no idea what the matchup looks like. I've been wanting to see it for quite a while.
That is it. I mean, every time you get to see some Lowain, it's a blessed timeline. Lowain is just fun to. Lowain is a fun character to watch because, like, he's a funny character, obviously, but he also has this crazy set play.
Yeah, thank you so much, Zavid, for all of the help. I'm pretty sure that we will be fine now that we're down to top 8. So yeah, you're free to go. Again, though, huge shoutouts to Zavid and all of the other TA staff. If anyone else wants to help relieve Zavid of his duties sometime, then just be sure to hit us up, because again, we are taking open applications for staff. Man, it's kind of a shame that we don't get to watch the potato on potato violence.
The potato form.
To get knocked out by a Cagliostro. Yeah, I feel like in general a lot of people aren't that familiar with that matchup. But obviously there are a couple of players, especially the ones that have been playing against me, who I've just absolutely grinded that matchup against. Agu specifically, I probably got something like 400 games with him over the past few weeks.
Yeah. I mean, Cagliostro has some like traps and like all the things you do with traps just makes some cool confirms. Like
yeah, for sure.
Any
the character's very interesting. A lot of interesting setups and pressure.
Yeah, any character can combo like I make unorthodox combo setups. Oh boy, are they a selector to watch?
I mean, speaking of, we've got Luane versus Ferry in the next game, and I really wish that I had Rickster clip the combo that he showed me the other day, because oh my god, Luane has some sauce now. We're talking about back to corner, 60% combos with only 1 EX spent. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's like corner to corner carry as well. I love Luane, man. I really do. This character, I've been shown some dirt. I really have.
Shown the precious dirt.
And I'm not sure I quite agree that Kag is rushed down with some extra steps. He actually has a lot of things, like a lot of addendums to her toolkit that make her not exactly a great rushdown character.
Yeah.
Specifically her special cancels, that they all have issues. All of them have issues. If she's a rushdown character, she'd have to be able to cancel into Tatsu at ranges from like auto combo and basic sequences, like Fire L, 2L, Fire L. But because she can't, she's always going to have to leave something of a gap there. I definitely don't think she lends herself to being a rushdown character. However, like a lot of characters in this game, she does have the ability to flip that switch and turn it on, and it is important to have as a player to be able to basically flip that switch and go from playing defensively to offensively, and I definitely think that a kit can facilitate that. But speaking of, we're seeing Luane getting absolutely ridiculous damage
the setup
into the setup. 2L, 2L, 2L. But again, there's no reason to do anything other than run away right now. And the up dude takes Luane is ridiculous, man.
Luane's it's a pleasure to watch. He's already a pleasure to watch because he's a comedic character.
Thank you for that, C5. They did the famous cab mix-up.
Alright.
Okay, we're seeing a lot of running forward coming from Ferry so far, and that's the really interesting thing about Luane, is that he has surprisingly good zoning with the use of his summons, both in the Goons and Catalina bot. He can run away with his incredibly good back run.
Oh my god,
and zone out a lot of the zoning characters. It's really interesting, and this is going to be dead. Confirming into the SBA.
The boys!
Bring him in. Alright, Riggster making this matchup looking a little bit cursed. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh my god.
Believe in victory. Battle 1.
Also contender for best super animation right there.
I don't know. I think Luane's supers are funny. I don't think they're visually that great.
I guess I'm just a sucker for like stupid shit.
See, I've always been kind of the opposite. I like things that are kind of more clean and pristine.
Oh,
and like
that's fair.
Jokey stuff. No. But even I can respect how funny the Luane supers are.
Oh, you can do that.
It doesn't go for EX. Doesn't go for 2-1-4 heavy. So now it's just one mix-up away from being dead. Luane, not much you can do there. You can go for you can go for 63H, but you're gonna have very questionable results from that, especially if AG does not decide to jump. Nice! Using Light Orms as some source to go over the 2U from Ferry. Beautiful stuff so far. Right. Using the 236H to keep him there. Using it for plus range. And here we go. We're going to see a setup here.
Oh!
Nice! EXDPs into the GG, similar to what we saw earlier. Just going for the Orb Super, going for max damage.
Boom!
Oh my god, is that... Okay, no, the scaling on that was absolutely incredible. 236H did like no damage.
And now...
Desperation Iggy Cool messes up the Vine Whip. Ferry has a very unique set of options to deal with Iggy.
Oh my god,
there we go, beautiful.
Oh. Didn't have
we saw earlier, Ferry messing, well, ZG specifically, messing up the timing on the EX whip pull. And as a result of that, he got hit by the later parts of the Catalina bot. But right there, ZG fixing that issue. doing it properly, not getting punished, and takes the round. We're now tied back up to 1-1 in a really interesting matchup, man. Both of these characters have such unique offense now. And such interesting ways to deal with each other. Like, Luane's parry, whilst it's not always the most useful tool in the game, it's really good at answering drill.
Yeah. I also like Richter using awesome sauce to like take care of the
2U and 2M, yeah.
Yeah.
It's really good at that, yeah. Low crushes.
Yeah, low crushing. I like to use that.
Oh, nice. Interesting punish. Keeping himself spaced out. But again, Luane really... beautiful use of 246H. That's the guess. And now it's going for the max damage. Let's show us the Twitter combos. Boom. There you go. Taking the side switch. Drops the combo for it, though. 246H into Iggy. And last time we saw that Zeiji did not deal with it ideally. And it looks like that's what we're going to see again. Again, Ferry has some very unique ways to deal with Iggy. The other characters don't, like that, for example. And this should be a punish. Yeah.
Oh my god!
Whiffs and dies to the parry. Okay, but now match point for Richter. Zeiji, right at the end, showing us the correct way to deal with Iggy. With the use of Vine Whip, you definitely do have ways to deal with it that other characters don't necessarily. But again, the second you mess up once against Iggy, like we saw with the first call, you're going to get smoked. It's a lot of pressure.
Oh! No jumping.
Oh, nice! Text the boys. We're 246H, and that's a very important tool in this kit. Gets carried all the way to the corner. Tries to go for a greedy confirm. Not recognizing that it wasn't quite in range for the wall bounce.
The boys! Whoop.
Gets the throw. One more. Nice, that's dead. Okay, Richter is going to be moving forwards unless he does a magic drop here, but he does not. Zeiji getting knocked down into the loser's bracket for the first time this tournament, and we have our first winners finalist. As such, our top member of top 3 as well.
Hey, hold on.
Shout out to Richter, man. I'm so happy I get to see Luane in tournament like this.
Let's go.
Also, shout out Zeiji. It was a good showing, and anyone who's not prepared for this matchup is going to have a problem in Europe. I mean, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, honestly, shout out to anyone who's been on stream, giving us some content.
Yeah, all the matches have been pretty good today.
Yeah.
Who has not been slacking. Okay, so next up, we're going to have Deviant versus... Oh, versus... Phantom. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, hell yeah. The battle.
I'm not quite cracking it.
Fair. You gotta see like Steve's right player. Think how the map can look. Because it's like 2 really good players.
I'm going to quickly go and change the Nightbot command.
Oh.
Code.
Oh yeah.
I can't change all of my assets right now to select it, but I can at least change the Nightbot code. Oh, matchup.
Bellia versus Zetta.
Alright, so Bellia versus Zetta. Really interesting matchup that I've been wanting to see, to be honest, because in my opinion, how this matchup goes, a lot of Zetta players at the start were complaining, oh, I can't use laser, and honestly, losing laser in this matchup isn't the hugest deal to begin with.
Yeah.
But I will say that like Zetta has some really interesting tools to try and deal with this matchup correctly. Like the one notable in inverted commas weakness that Bellia has is that he kind of struggles in mid-range against certain characters with really good buttons, namely Catalina, Zetta. Characters like that can actually out-footsie him relatively well. Obviously the risk reward is a little bit skewed, and Bellia has a lot of ways to enforce his own guesses and RPS on the opponent, but he can be counter-poked relatively effectively by decent players. We saw Peter, for example, using, to great effect, backdash to make a far heavy whiff and punishing that subsequently. So I'm really interested to see if Zetta can, you know, with her pretty good footsie tools and ground game, if she can basically take care of Bellia. And there's going to be no better player than Swampin to illustrate that for me. Because if she can deal with it, there's no argument. Zetta's top 3. He has a good, decent matchup against Bellia and Lance. Gonna be a good time. Yeah, I mean, not every character in the game is going to have a Lancelot or Belial backdash.
Yeah.
But Zetta, you know, still has some very good tools. Some brilliant buttons. And her stance specifically, I think, is really useful in this matchup. albeit very fucking risky. I wouldn't want to be the player pressing the stats, but on paper it sounds pretty interesting. Getting hit by the first pogo. This is going to be dead. Okay, Swampin tying it back up. The most scaled super you're ever going to see in your life, but it will be enough to get that down.
Battle 3. Engage.
Right.
And yeah, that first pogo from Swampin was insanely deep.
I still love that Belial, the character who's the strongest character in the game right now, has the archetype of when you knock me out, I'm not knocked out. I just
Okay.
Alright.
Yeah, I mean, there are so many characters in Arc System Works that have that, like Slayer in X After XX, but it never gets old. It's awesome.
Yeah.
Speaking of something that's awesome,
Hell yeah.
Swampin's saving it. He's actually taking this so far. It is 1-0.
Goddamn.
But I don't know, the block on the EXCP specifically, Swampin is making all of the right calls here. None of them are without risk, because and obviously in order to beat a lot of Belial's tools, you do have to make callouts. It's right there, beautiful spot dodge, calling out the far heavy, and he is successfully exposing a lot of Deviant's tendencies right now. That throw looked incredibly odd. But if he can keep that going, that right again, dodging the far heavy. But the thing is that it's not like you can do it on reaction. You have to predict that he's going to far heavy and spot dodge, otherwise the timing is not going to line up favorably for you. No full animation because that was an easy input, but the command throw is going to put this closer and closer to getting tied up for Deviants.
Battle 2.
Deviants is doing a really good job at the moment of trying to stabilize this. Like we saw in the first match, the first match with Deviants on stream at the very least, that he was getting a lot of success with the command throws, so it'd be really interesting to see some more of that.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting setup.
Oh.
And punishes the forward roll. That jump U is very screwed up, I'm not gonna lie. There's not a lot you can do about it unless you have a DP.
Put them in the pillow.
Ooh, okay. Gets caught by the 63M. We saw Trikiza successfully anti-airing it earlier with some spicy combos as well, so I would love to see some of that coming up from Swampin, but Deviant's denying him, tying it back up to him.
Yeah. God.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Incredibly solid player from arguably two of the best players in Europe at the moment. I mean, our top four was always going to be stacked, but at the moment it's looking incredibly good.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice.
Oh.
There we go.
Anti-air
into the full confirm. Gets the Oki. It's DP. Nice. Good call out from Deviants. Takes the corner back.
Oh.
And there we go. The amount of time that I've told Deviants that he should be able to anti-air with that all the time. He practiced it so much, and it's so nice to see him anti-airing Zetta stance. Now all that's left is Charlotte a demon flip. He's unstoppable. Takes the plus range with the 63M. If you don't successfully anti-air it, you're basically back in the blender.
With the knee.
Dick throw. Oh, living on a pixel. Yo, baits out the stance by missing the meaty fireball. Who knows if that was intentional or not, but I'm going to go with it was.
God, glorious.
And again, that's the thing. The one tool that everyone complains about, initially at least, in the Zetta Bellia matchup, is that they can't use laser anymore, because 5 use a thing. But, you know, just intentionally miss it.
Yeah.
Why not? Yeah, if it works as intentional, you're right.
I love how committal. That is. You just walk into him, and make fun of him, like, haha, you did bad often.
Let me just walk you all the way to the corner real quick.
Let me just walk into you.
This round was looking like it was going in favor of Deviants, but Swampin has gotten the hit that he needs.
Yeah.
What's the mix? One pogo.
Yeah.
Goes for the throw. Oh, damn, no anti-air coming out in time. This could be it. Swampin keeps moving forward into our winners finals. He is.
Yeah, that's it. That's it. Goodbye.
Deviant's getting knocked into losers bracket for the first time, and it's not an easy run down there. There is a lot of talent down in the loser side of the bracket. But Swampin, phenomenal as ever.
Yeah. God damn it, superior Swedish genes. Ooh.
Yeah, it's the best of the best, Virum. I'm so glad that I get to watch the best of the best like every other week as well. That's actually such a huge privilege. Ugh. You'll have no bigger EU Granblue shield than me, though. That's the thing.
Yeah. Fair. I mean, I'm just reeling. God. Oh no! Now I realize the Game Awards is like, oh boy, let's have all these games, all these fighting games to choose from. But it's like 3 of them are already really are like just upgrades, and the other like was it really only was it 5 or was it 6? It's like no like if you know what fighting games are, you're not voting on One Punch Man.
I mean, I don't
Like-
know. I feel like a lot of people consider the fighting game awards to be a bit of a joke.
Oh yeah,
So,
fair.
as a joke, why not vote for One Punch Man? But realistically, I'm sure a lot of the Granblue fans did vote for the game. The game does have some issues, and it happens,
yeah.
those issues happen to be compounded quite heavily given the state of the world right now. But
Yeah.
regardless, if there's one thing that can't be faulted with Granblue, it's the community. You guys are absolutely incredible. But now we have Trikiza versus Swepe. So we have another Swedish player up against a French Amaya. And this is going to be our first match in Losers Top 8. But strap yourselves in, because we've got quite a few of them to go, and here we go. Oh,
Here we go. Ooh.
just after the Bellia match, we get the Bellia theme tune. Let's go.
Battle 1.
Either way, Swepe versus Trikiza should be a really interesting match. This is a matchup that I think we saw quite a bit in the really old Hearts of Blazings towards the Losers Top 8 side. I believe this is a, like, top 4 match a while back. Like, towards the end of Hearts of Blazing Season 1. Regardless, super hyped to see both of these players attending again.
Yeah. Always nice to see players, you know.
Yeah, but there are quite a few, like, big names missing.
Oh.
But the amount of new players that we've gotten recently has been amazing. Granblue is definitely in its, like, second wind at the moment. And it's great to see all of you showing support to the Granblue community by turning up to tournaments like this, supporting the Matcherino, all of that sort of stuff. It's really greatly appreciated. We get 50 attendees. 50.
Yeah. Another nice thing is that Granblue's kind of like beginner friendly. Of course, you're not gonna go like top 8 like just after a month of practice. Because that's
Yeah, I mean, if you did, it would be unnatural. They've got people who have been grinding this game non-stop since the day one. But it's great to see all of the positive progress that a lot of players are making as well. Some of them are developing very quickly.
yeah.
But it's always been that way, right? Whenever a bunch of the top players in the Granblue community start to phase off and go towards other games, new players did rise. And I'm sure once the offline scene comes back for the game, we'll be seeing all of these names back in these events, which will be incredibly refreshing to see. And yeah, 2 Swedes in the top 8. It's not necessarily, that surprising, as I believe Sweden to be one of the strongest communities in not just the Granblue scene, but the fighting game community in general in Europe.
Yeah. At least here in like Granblue, Sweden has a lot of like killers, like really good players.
And that you have France, Finland, Germany, UK, all with incredibly strong scenes. Some good players from Spain as well. 236.
Goodbye.
236. Yeah, that's gonna hurt. You're not getting away scot-free from that. Trikiza taking the first match, putting it to a 1-0. Hey, you didn't have an easy run, Margin. You really didn't.
Yeah.
There aren't many players that are going to be able to stop Rix's Lorraine train at the moment.
God, that anime. The best thing about like that victory animation is that there's some blades which have an extra like sharp part at the end of it. So when she like cleans the blade, she just stabs herself. So cursed.
Yeah, I mean, it's very cursed, I'm not gonna lie. Not a pleasant place to cut yourself either, but it's okay. I'm sure Namaya, she's experienced with the blade. I don't think she'll make that blunder. Oh, nice. Yeah. I don't know, Trikiza is pretty aggressively trying to answer the Demon Flip so far. Which I'm not a huge fan of. Oh, beautiful. So I think keeping him checked from those dashes, but then instantly Trikiza getting a successful hit with the EX5. And now we're going to see Smack Combo. It's okay, that shouldn't be dead, right?
Nah, that should just give him good damage. At least one more interaction.
Yeah, one more mix. But that's the thing about Namaya SSVA, is that it side switches. It's pretty unfortunate.
Yeah.
You lose corner. So I'm not even sure if it was the correct thing to spend it there. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, fair. Maybe.
Oh, nice. Base successfully.
Yeah, right. Nice. Good job. Even or nothing.
Okay, beautiful. There's a slight gap between the auto combo and medium hands that you can exploit with a DP or with a spot dodge. Beautiful awareness from Trikiza there. There are also like there's a fuzzy timing as well that you can do if you have a DP specifically to have DP come out if they go for M hands,
Beautiful.
and for nothing to come out if they go for light hands. Regardless, significant chunk of base health going there, which is not ideal for the potato.
Is that from one anti?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, not all of it, but a significant chunk,
Yeah.
about 60%.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
no, it's so hard to anti-edge Charlotta. Her jump timings are unique. Getting that JL straight into the SSBA, and this super does a fuck ton of damage.
Yeah. And what's the like back in like? Is it still safe on block?
It is and it isn't. Like, you basically, it's true with a lot of the more early characters in Granblue, but you have to specifically lab how to punish that. It's been improved a little bit. A lot of it's been normalized, but Charlotta SSBA is still one of those supers that you're gonna have to specifically look at how your character can deal with it. A lot of characters can now, though, whereas they didn't, they weren't able to in the past. But it's definitely a check it on for your character kind of situation.
Yeah. I just think like the combo.
Nice overhead, takes the bus frames. Oh, that was incredibly risky. And ball, there's a lot of gap there. Could have reacted to it with a DP, but it does not matter. Yeah, Trikiza knocking Swepe out of the tournament and moving forwards.
I think that combo last round really show. I think the combo last round really shows that anti-air from this game are not like you get one hit or like one DP, you get a combo.
I mean, yeah, that's one of the biggest differences, if not the biggest difference from the more traditional 2D fighters like Street Fighter, is that anti-air reward in this game is no joke.
Yeah,
Jump,
like,
it is a risk.
You jump and it's like, oh, I lost half my health bar because I'm in the corner. Oh
Certain
boy.
characters it's worse than others, but yeah, it's definitely not free to jump in this game.
Yeah. I also that's the thing I actually kind of enjoy with this game is that unlike something like Street Fighter, it feels like it's a lot more combo. Like, of course, you gotta spend a lot of you gotta spend your specials to do it, but you have a little.
Wow, not if you're Belial.
Oh yeah, true, true.
You can spend your specials, but you don't have to spend any EXs.
Yeah, but it's like, oh, you do combo, you can actually do cool combos, but you have to like spend the resource, which is your special.
I mean, speaking of a character that has cool anti-air combos, we have Matera. One of the first characters in the game that had some interesting anti-airs, labbed for the character, and it was nice, it was needed. Because her anti-air is air blockable in her 1 and 2H as a result of them being a projectile. So, yeah, especially pair that with the fact that she doesn't have a DP. And it's very hard for her to anti-air characters in certain situations. But does have that flash kick that she builds meter incredibly quickly. It was kind of like a consolidation for her not having a real reversal. So obviously she relies on her super reversal more, especially being a 6-frame character, kind of a zoner. So they consolidated it with giving her a lot of ways to build a lot of meter. Rain builds so much meter, her DPs. Butterflies also similarly build a ton of meter, so she can get 2 or 3 flash kicks off in a round a lot of times.
I think Matera could be a cool character, but if she's like in the wrong hands, she's just gonna spam projectiles. That's it.
I mean, yeah, at the same time, especially against the character, well, any of the characters in this game with tools such as forward roll and jumps being so powerful, you're not really gonna get away with that. I tend to find characters like Zetta, Ferry, Matera, the zoners in inverted commas of this game, they tend to be more hit and run, especially because all of them have really solid offense as well.
Yeah.
Good use of the air arrows so far.
Yeah.
Dodging a lot of the fire pressure from Arafu, but the health lead is slowly but surely being extended in favor of Mr. Pao. Great use of the fire medium. I think that's something that people don't talk about enough about Matera, is that whilst her Ibarra is slow and her 2U isn't the best in the game, she has some really good keep out buttons like fire medium. You can even use it as a ghetto anti-air sometimes. Okay, but this is what I mean. This could all be over. All of this health advantage could be over if Arafu just successfully calls out the DP one time. Never mind. Getting jabbed out.
Yeah.
That was risky, especially because the spear was available to Jita. But regardless, Mr. Power taking the first round. Nice, solid pressure. It's ducked underneath the high shot. And now Matera's back into the corner. And this health lead is a lot less polarized than it was last game. Oh, beautiful anti-air. Speaking of, we get to see the source. Never mind, drops the high shot.
God.
Does he get the knockdown? It looks like this might actually end up costing him.
Hera has some cool combos.
Ooh, nice. Crouching only confirmed coming up from Arafu. Counter hit confirmed,
Oh!
instantly coming out afterwards. And that's the round.
Good mind there. Oh. God dang. I love her just like the end scream, just her screaming her heart out.
Yeah, really clean footsies coming up from both players. Arafu obviously having to be a lot more committal with his attempts to get in. I like that he's abandoned the idea of trying to play this fireball war now, though. All that it was resulting in is that, naturally, Matera has a superior fireball game. So, Arafu was getting chipped away slowly as the Jita. But now that he's going a lot more gung-ho, there you go, speaking of, universal overhead, gets the counter hit. And that's going to be a significant amount of reward. Doesn't actually go for super. Doesn't matter anyway, Arafu taking the first match.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Yeah, I'm with you, Margin. I believe him in now. There's nothing I love to see more than Matera, and just underrepresented characters in general.
Yeah.
They're the characters that are really interesting, especially because they're typically not that well represented because they're very unique. And as a result of that, they're the characters that I really want to see, you know, playing in certain matchups, because I can't just play out the matchup in my head as well. Especially because I don't have as much experience playing as or against characters like Matera, Lawayne, etc. So I'm really interested to see how their matchup spreads look at the moment. And this one is really representative of how Matera's overall matchup spread will be in the game, dealing with one of the many shows in Granblue.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Deadly raise.
I mean, that's dead, right? Yeah.
Oh no!
Christ! Literally a pixel. And the exact same setup that we saw Arafu do last time, coming in hot.
Battle 2.
Yeah.
Engage.
That appears to whiff on people that are crouch blocking on Wake Up.
Huh.
But obviously, as we saw there, it's on someone who's standing. Which is interesting.
Oh!
When the answer to a jump in is to duck. Ooh, gets the anti-air. We're gonna... doesn't see the full confirm for a second time. They were in the first... Yeah, so shoutouts to Margin for reminding me that these two actually played relatively recently in the First 7 series, hosted by Cynical.
Oh, yeah. Look at that.
Yeah, I've noticed that that's definitely the case, because I'm seeing players that never used to drop the anti-air confirms, dropping them now. But why is that, Seiji? Or Margin's definitely the better person to ask. Why exactly would that be? I'm not sure what in particular they nerfed.
It's a deadly wave. This could mass damage.
Oh, I see, okay. She gets that anti-air hit stun.
Again. Oh.
Okay, that was important. Getting the early protect means that he's not at chip point yet. Gets the spot dodge, but goes for a second one, and that's going to cost him. Mr. Pow getting knocked out of the tournament, and Arafu with his Jita moving forwards. We have opponents ready and waiting for them, though. The first match that we're going to go up and watch is Seiji up against Trikiza.
Yeah, I'll just quickly grab that little drink if you don't mind.
Yeah, no worries.
Alright, cool.
Alright, so whenever we hit top 8, it's basically gung-ho from here. You know, players are very quickly getting into the matches. But I'd like to take a moment to shout out everyone who's in the bracket already. I mean, we have a ridiculous amount of people. We have 50 players, so much talent that is leveled up, clearly. These have been some of the highest quality Granblue matches I've watched in a very long time. And there's definitely no shortage of entertainment on my end. With that said, though, we have gotten a second code for our Matcherino. We've already raised a ridiculous amount of money at $158, approaching $160 already. But we just got given a second code to be used, basically. So if you type, you know, which means even if you've used the first code initially to donate 50 cents to the bracket for free, you can actually go ahead and do so again. All you have to do is contribute using HAB Season 2 GB2, and it donates 50 cents to the top 8 payout, which is going to be awesome at this point. We've already raised a ridiculous amount of money from the community support, and I couldn't have really expected it, because, again, we've raised this all before the first event in the 16-week spread that is Hearts of Blazing Season 2. But we're going to get into our match now, which is Trikiza against Seiji.
Alright, starting off super jump.
Oh yeah, shoutouts everyone, by the way, for the follows on the stream. They're appreciated. There have been quite a few so far. And again, if any of you have Twitch Primes, be sure to drop them on the channel if you feel like getting a few Granblue emotes. I really want to add the Zetta fish. I need to do that.
Cheetah. Wait, the fish?
I really want to, yeah. I don't know, I'm going to do that probably tomorrow, actually, now that I've remembered. I want to make the Zetta fish an emote.
The best weapon skin.
Yeah,
like,
again, inarguably.
Yeah.
Ooh, maybe I'll make the Kag Fujo book an emote as well. That sounds good. GG, the fish, and the Kag book.
Hell yeah.
I'll do that tomorrow.
Let's go.
Battle 2.
Yeah, Trikiza's no joke, man. And Narmaya isn't either. You know, you still hear a lot of people downplaying Narmaya to this day, but Narmaya's definitely a solid character.
Stop saying Narmaya's bad, she's good.
I think it's pretty unarguable at this point. She's among the better of the Shotos. But with that said, there's still a lot of fierce competition in that area. We have Belial, Beelzebub, Catalina, Gran, Percy.
Yeah.
All phenomenal.
At least. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Getting the chip. Pushing himself back out. The EX Fireball whipping from Trikiza, but gets the DP on the whip. Takes that risk, gets in, gets the meaty as well.
Ooh.
Now your bitch all the way to the corner, gets the second meaty in a row. That is weird to see. Evening it back up.
Battle 3. Engage.
Alright.
Oh, Chariot, man. There's no sympathy. You can't take out my Swedish bros like that. Nice.
Alright.
Repeatedly enforcing herself with the drill.
Yeah.
Seiji is probably the best user of drill that I've seen in Season 2. Which is, you know, no surprise seeing as I believe that Seiji is one of the better fairies. But his use of drill is especially notable. Oh, interesting use of the Vine Whip to activate GG safely. Nice. Crushes it with the drill. We're gonna see it. Nah, no combo.
What?
Goes for the setup instead. Alright, I'm sure Kiza was just as surprised as you were.
Oh, that's sick. Goddamn.
Nice. Empty jump throw. Gonna see another one. No, goes for the delayed moonsault, trying to catch him mashing.
Ooh, that's just gonna be done.
That's it. That's dead.
Yeah, that.
Hey, Kiza, taking the first match.
Yeah, well done.
Man, I'm sweating just watching these matches. This is hype.
Battle 1. Engage.
Nice. Super 62. Oh, brilliant whiff punish with the 2U as well. And the DPs have been so on point from Trikiza.
Yeah.
He hasn't been afraid to use them, and a lot of them have been connecting. Getting the low meaty again. This is the first time now.
Boom. Big boy combo. Oh!
Brilliant interruption coming out from ZG with that 2U. Gets his offense started. He's got a long hill to climb though. There, brilliant mash from Trikiza. And that is like the number one thing about the high level players in this game, is that their mashing tendencies are so fucking good. Like, genuinely. They know. They know when they have to make guesses on mash and when they don't. But specifically, they're never afraid to do it.
Oh! Alright. Try to catch that.
Especially, weirdly enough, players like Zeiji, Svampin, etc., their mashing is so incredible. Like, this check dashes so well.
Yeah.
But they also steal their turn back when you really wouldn't have expected them to. Right there, got Trikiza match point, so very clearly impactful. Hey, Ferry getting pushed all the way to the corner.
Oh!
To insult for the plus frames. Doesn't manage to confirm the combo because he went for the throw.
Yeah, you tried to go for it. Oh!
That was interesting. His button went into the DG because of the spot dodge from Ferry. Up and down. Nice. Second good use of drill in a row. Uses it to go for the throw. And again, just stepping back, not wanting to risk anything like that from happening.
Yeah.
Call out from Trikiza, ends up escaping from the corner as a result, gets the second throw. That's it. Zeiji knocked out of the tournament in what has to be an upset. Zeiji, in my mind, was poised very well to win this, but Trikiza doing the French Narmaya is no joke.
Yeah. Stop complaining now, alright?
I don't know. There are a few complaining, but Trikiza isn't
Yeah.
typically one of them.
Oh, no, of course, but I'm talking...
Let's be honest, it's mostly the Northern American players on Reddit.
Oh, yeah.
Do most of the...
True. I mean, it could also be like, Normaya could be seen as a little more of a complicated character, just like, oh, I have to work a little harder because I'm a little harder character. Oh,
yeah,
boy.
she took time. She was always going to take more time to develop than other characters. That was just a kind of a given that her kit has more depth than the sometimes shallow characters in the rest of the cast.
Yeah, I mean, having stances compared to everyone else, like, oh, I have 2 movesets now. I have to juggle around. It's like, oh. And if you don't know how to juggle that around, like, effectively, you can see I can definitely see why you could think your character is, like, weak. Because if you don't know how to juggle around everything around you, you can just focus on some things and not, your whole kit. You could be like, oh, this thing is not as effective as the whole kit.
Okay, there we go, though. We have Lyle against Zetta coming in, which is Deviant against Arafu. Arafu is doing a great showing at the moment, so this really could go either way. But if there's going to be anyone that knows the Zetta matchup, especially post-patch, it's going to be Deviant, since he did come from a Zetta background.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Instead of DPing the 63M, he DPs on the risky situation afterwards. But we're seeing, okay, so we've seen 2 risky DPs coming in so far. One of them working out, one of them not working out so well, and that really helps to illustrate the reality of this matchup, which is you're going to have to take risks. But if you look at the amount of reward that Deviant's got for the block DP, as opposed to the reward that Arafu got for throwing out the DP, obviously it's going to serve a conditioning purpose, because now that Deviant is aware that Arafu is willing to DP in these slots, he's going to have to be a little bit more aware of that, and playing a little bit more defensively, but hopefully we can see Arafu adapting from there, and starting to take a stand back in those situations where he's waiting for those DPs. A lot of Belial's offense is naturally safe to DPs though, which is worth remembering. No, you really have to pick your spots of them. Yeah, nice to see C5 showing some support for his EU boy, for his UK boy, pardon. It's not very often you see people, showing support for Belial, but I respect it, man. I really do. Everyone knows Debbie's my boy. But Cheetah's also my gal. I've always loved this character. If I was going to play any of the Shotos, it would definitely be Cheetah. Even though she's a bit weaker now.
Hey, it's more like the character, more like strength.
Well, yeah, definitely not for everyone. It depends a lot on what your personal tastes are. But...
Oh, of course.
There we go, EXDP coming out from the beginner Belial player.
Beginner Belial.
Hey, that's what he's called on Discord, don't at me.
Yeah, I know. He's just a beginner Bellia player looking for matches.
He's just looking for matches, man. Looking for other beginners to play against.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, nice. Gets the anti-air into the setup.
That's true.
Nice. Yeah, beautiful stuff. Doesn't get the confirm. A little bit out of range. Obviously, if he was any closer, though, that whip punish shouldn't have worked. So. Oh, nice.
Here he comes.
JU into the 5 lights, gets the super, takes the corner carry, gets the anti-air, but nothing of it. Yeah, Arafu getting caught jumping a little bit too much. Probably trying to get away from the command throw that we saw whiff at the end of that round.
Yeah.
Alright. Margin, I'm not gonna lie, that just comes down to, I think I might like Granblue.
Yeah, that's fair. Ref played the game to 6, so.
Oh, okay, never mind. That would have been such an awesome anti-air confirm from Deviants if he just did the 2H and waited.
What?
Obviously, it's really funny seeing that happen in this game in general. When you get an anti-air, it like flings them back over your shoulder. Oh, nice! Takes the opportunity of seeing the 63M to dash out of the corner and gets a significant punish, but arguably more importantly, the positional advantage. The issue is, your range to die to DP.
Ooh, that's some damage. Curfew super thing.
Oh, nice! Doesn't have the record to confirm it. Dies as a result and is knocked out of the tournament. Really good stuff from Arafu though, specifically if he had anything to confirm that hit.
That's a shame. That's a shame.
Really nice effort.
Yo, I'm excited to see what you is that how you say? Jewel? New, like the new character get announced?
Yeah, Yule gets announced, what is it, the 13th? 18th? Whenever Granblue Fest is, which is very close.
I'm excited to see how new character, like always excited for a new character in this game. See how
I have everyone I want, so I'm just basically gonna be happy for anyone who gets their character that they want.
I just want my cool knife girl, that's all.
Next up is going to be Deviant Trikiza down in...
Ooh.
Wait, no. Maybe we should go back up to Winner's Fan. Brixton and Svampin have been waiting a lot.
Yeah, let's just put them up. Oh, here's Trikiza. That's good.
And just as a quick reminder, this is our first top 3 game. So this is going to be a best of 5 / best of 3.
Alright.
They started.
Bellia
E.
versus
Why have they started?
Narmaya.
You haven't been called?
How dare you?
Oh my goodness. Now I'm gonna have to re-update all my scoreboard.
That's a shame.
EU players, man, SMH.
I mean they're running it themselves, but sometimes you shouldn't run it yourself.
Alright, so to clarify, this is Deviants versus Trikiza now, and it's going to be a first to 2, not a first to 3. Throws the parry coming out from Trikiza. You have to imagine that he didn't recognize that he was in B stance. So got the parry as opposed to the B. Yeah, getting flung into the air.
Alright. Oh.
Yes, nice, we're seeing it again. Now, the one thing that I will say is that Deviants is not going to be able to get away with stuff like 63M and JU in this matchup. Trikiza is, a hair trigger with those DPs, and he's shown that he has very unique punishes both for 63M and 63H, which means he's done the legwork for this matchup, which is, not surprising. Narmaya is a pretty lab-heavy character.
Yeah.
Ooh, Clash uses the EXTP after losing that Clash. Has a significant health lead, but it's very hard to get back in these situations. I wonder if we're going to see like a Hail Mary command dash. Getting command throw, now you're one touch away from dead.
Command throw.
But never mind. Mashes. I'm not sure what Deviants is baiting there. Probably trying to do a late throw or a late meaty, trying to catch Trikiza going for a mash or throw tech.
Yeah. Also, I love the Clash before because her, Narmaya's light attack, you can't. It's like its animation is so minimal. Like, it took me a second to be like, oh right, that she has an attack that has that animation.
Yes, sir, Virum. Yes, sir. All Matera players are loved and valued in this community. Some people still have like PTSD from when Pado was winning every tournament with Matera, but I'm not one of those people. I enjoyed that thoroughly. I didn't have to play in it though. That's the important distinction. Like, to this day, lots of people are saying that this is the worst that Granblue is, they don't want to compete because this is not, they're not enjoying competing in Granblue at the moment because of a couple of characters specifically. But overall, I've had that notion carried by a lot of the top players. But when you're in my position where you're just a commentator and you get to choose who you play against, oh baby, I get to dodge Lancelot and Belial and just play the characters I want to play against. I love Granblue right now. But I can't imagine competing is all that fun against some of the more controversial characters in the game at the moment. However, I honestly don't think they're in need of that huge a nerf. I feel like with Belial, bring down some of his frame data, and a lot of his tools will show a few of their weaknesses naturally. And with Lancelot, maybe just nerf his backdash and his BP OS. Like he has a 228 OS, which means that he doesn't have to leave. Literally just because of the easy input DP for Lancelot. Maybe enough that and his backdash, and he should be in a good spot for both of the characters. I don't think they're miles out of whack. I think it's fine for there to be strong characters.
Yeah, of course.
But there are a lot of people that would argue that they want Lance and Belial removed. Weirdly enough, a lot of those players are Lance and Belial players talking about the other character.
Right. I mean, having any character in a fighting game removed is like, if that's a criminal sin, you're going to jail.
I don't know, man. ST Akuma.
True.
Sometimes it's for the greater good, but that's definitely not the case here.
Fair.
Man, remember when there was week 1 players asking for Belial bans? Good times, good times. But speaking of Deviants taking the first match,
Yeah.
Trikiza is putting up an incredibly good fight though. These matches are coming down to the wire.
Goddamn, yeah.
Battle 1. Engage.
Yeah, DPing Bellaia's far heavy isn't a great option. Typically you want to predictively use spot dodge or forward roll basically. A lot of the time that's going to be the better answer. Obviously Deviants has done a lot of lab work with and against Bellia, so I'm mostly going to be reciting what he's told me in a lot of these scenarios.
Gosh, he's really showing how dominating he's been before me. Goddamn.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen a lot of,
Not
tournaments, but like exhibitions and such, where Deviants has really steamrolled. A lot of first attempts, etc. Which is why I was surprised to see him in losers so early, to be honest. Ooh, nice. Takes it with the close heavy. Command dash isn't real, folks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true, Margin, that's true. I mean, and there's nothing you'd like to see more than a Lil Wayne comeback.
Yeah.
Ah, man, we get to see more Lil Wayne in a second. I can't believe these pesky top tiers have robbed me from my definitely still bottom 1 Lil Wayne goodness. Don't listen to Rickster and Padu. Lil Wayne's weak, fellas. But yeah, regardless of characters' positions in this game at the moment, I feel like every character is getting a passing grade. Like every character feels that they're at least a B in strength at the moment, which is a really healthy place for the for a game like this to be in. Deviants though, taking Trikiza out of the tournament, he did a great showing. Not just in this set match, but in all of the ones on stream so far. Trikiza is looking really, really solid.
Yeah.
Wait, they're playing again? This loses
Wait.
series.
Hello?
Hello? I guess I'll let them play it out, but
Yeah,
do
but it's
anything.
like not gonna teach you anything.
He wants to run back.
Runs the run back, but now on stream. He's out of blood. Oh! Goodbye. Oh! Again!
Yeah, the first match was a button check. I guess you've got a little bit more of Trikiza versus Deviants to watch.
Yeah. Bonk. Ooh. Ooh. More. Bonk him.
Oh no.
Oh no.
If this, I mean, I've heard tales of this Trikiza meme,
Oh.
and I was wondering if the people in the chat beforehand were memeing. I don't think they were. I think the people beforehand were being serious with their complaints about his combo choice, so I'm at least glad to see them getting taken the piss out of now.
I just look at the chat and just see that. Oh, glorious.
Oh, whoa. Man, I want to see another DP Clash. We've only seen one.
Yeah. True.
DP clashes are genuinely my favorite thing in this season, especially because a lot of them, like Gran and Percival and Catalina, etc., Jita, they all launch themselves into the air.
Yeah.
So when their TPs connect and they clash, they both just like get yeeted miles into the air.
Why?
At like maximum velocity. It's great.
Oh. Oh, great. Mm. Oh, that's gorgeous.
Oh, okay, there we go. But like, come on! I'm getting hyped because Trikiza took a match, but it does not matter. Are they gonna continue? Because if they think this is first of 3, they're gonna continue.
Oh my god! Oh, oh!
No, okay, Deviants went back to run this time.
I cannot.
The hell's...
Oh my god. Ah, glorious. Ah, glorious. God damn, just one thing after another. God.
It's okay. Luckily, because again, the EU Granblue community is relatively tight-knit, I know all of these players.
Alright, demons, I see how it is.
Alright, so Vrixter up against Vampin is going to be the next match.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm not reading that chat at the moment. After manage it. Yep.
Ah. Oh. Oh, this shit's glorious. Oh fuck. Oh. Oh.
Yeah, GG's. Deviants and Trikiza. We've got a little bit of extra loving going on as well.
Yeah.
And again, Trikiza, regardless of what Twitch chat says, combos are dope.
Yeah.
And you're doing a really good showing today.
I
It's
want
like
to
not
play
just
against
one match that we've seen so far that's been solid. It's been quite a few.
Ooh.
Alright, so here we go. Luane versus Zetta. A matchup
hell.
that, like, when this game was first released and everyone was, you know, on board with NA in Japan, saying that Zetta was bottom 5, we were still pretty convinced that this matchup was 7-3 in favor of Zetta. However, Luane's gotten some pretty sizable buffs to his usability, especially because he can actually play footsies with Zetta now. That means that this matchup feels nowhere near as one-sided as it used to. Zetta's gotten significantly better, not just on paper, but also in how much the character's been developed as well, though. I'm interested to see how this one goes. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter what character you're playing when you're underneath the Luane mix.
Oh my god.
All characters are equal under the Luane mix for HBA. Nice. Oh, never mind. Just want a pixel.
Goodbye. Oh, the pixel.
Getting the tick for her anyway. Does not matter.
Roman the corner.
Battle.
Again. Shut the boy. How dare you?
Yeah, no, imagine. I agree completely. I would still say this matchup favors Zetta. But at the same time, like I'm saying before, the entire matchup spread for like every character in the game has become a lot more stabilized. To the point where a matchup that used to be quote-unquote 7-3, it feels a lot closer to 5-5, 4-5, or 60-40 now, which is wonderful to see, especially for the more interesting and unique characters like Luane. Seeing them have a real fighting chance is pretty good. Nice, good match from famous Swampin Mash, man. Running forwards, throwing the PX parry coming out from the wing, getting the overhead again. He's going for these really deep pogos that's messing up everyone's fuzzy guard timing. It happened to Deviants earlier, now it's happened to Vrixter.
Battle 3. Engage.
Only one pogo's overhead now, but Swampin's making it work.
Yeah. Also love how Chad is complaining about Japanese Luane, but it's only on your side because of the mod.
Oh, okay. There you go, the Granblue mix. No one gets a reward from it, though.
Oh! Woo! Oh! Threatening to miss that one.
Nice. We talked about that earlier as well. The 2U having the option to cancel out of it with the spear. Nice, we're gonna see. Oh, we almost saw the source.
Oh.
Dashed a little bit too deep, but very nearly saw an incredibly saucy Luane combo. I'm sure you can all imagine how that was supposed to go.
I mean, we always see the sauce. I mean, Luane's attack is literally the name awesome.
Yeah, let's go. Oh, okay. Forward rolls. This is gonna be a really hard Digi to deal with.
Oh, never mind.
It's all on you. Never mind. Never mind. Swampin leaping to his death. Vrixter taking the first match, but this is a first to 3. So it's still a long road to go. And the thing is about Luane is that he's very good in these shorter sets, because it's very hard to adapt to what Lowain's going to do, and you get, you know,
Yeah.
just like in Granblue in general, there's a lot of characters that can just steal around, like Catalina, Zetta, etc. Lowain is very much one of them. You can have a Lowain round. I mean, he literally has a tool that, in his SSBA that is designed to steal games.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, beautiful.
Oh! Whoa! Oh, wait, that sends him airborne. So he
Yeah, just like Grana, etc.
Oh my god.
Pretty good option.
That's pretty sick.
So I found that they've added a lot of tattoo-like moves like that into the game. Obviously, we have Gran, Cagliostro, Lowain, etc. They all send them into the air, which makes them really good in clashes.
Yeah. Woo! See ya. Woo. Oh, here comes the boys.
Nice.
Oh! Alright. Can't do anything.
Yeah, I mean, honestly,
okay.
I know that Svampen should know this matchup
Yeah.
and should know the answers to stuff like HBA, but at the moment it's getting caught a little bit off guard by them and is being exposed by Rixa right now.
Oh!
Go for the swag combo with the universal overhead ender.
Oh!
And there we go, okay.
Yeah.
7 golden letters and Rixa.
Hey!
Pushing it to a 2-0 in a very fast fashion.
God damn.
Are we going to see Lowain taking the first event of HAB?
Believe in victory.
That's what we're going to see.
Battle 1.
If there's any player that can swing back from here, it's Svampen, but we've got a long road. Clean parry.
Yeah, I mean...
And there we go. The wing sweep, it might be like one of the best sweeps in the game. It's really forward approaching, it low profiles a lot of stuff, and you can special cancel it.
Yeah, so...
Haha, trying the GU, not going to work against Zetta's anti-air. Misses the confirm, and here comes Iggy. And I can confirm, yeah, I've got the... Unless Rixa has just put it to Japanese the way.
No, it's English on my end.
Oh, so it's English on you. Okay, so yeah, the mod just randomly started working for me again. I gotta turn that off. But then I have to listen to English Zetta.
True.
It's a real risk reward. A mix. I can't rob you guys of English Lowain, which I have a feeling I'm gonna be seeing quite a lot of.
Yeah. I mean, I was a cursed kind back there. I played English Shuttle. Yo.
Ooh, okay, brilliant. Great use of parry. Pretty much setting Svampen into a bit of a lose-lose situation there. With the Catalina bot covering the landing to make it so that you plus after the parry.
Oh! Corner carry with the pogo.
Nice, plus awesome sauce.
Yo!
Okay.
Alright.
Super jump forwards, whiffs the JU, but it's his turn. Universal overhead completely whiffing and Svampen smashing back his turn. Like we were talking about earlier, he has really good mashing, but Rixa is no slouch either. Running back, we're going to see the Iggy.
Oh.
Time.
Yeah.
One dodge, okay.
Oh! Nice.
No, getting hit by unbreakable lava, that's dead. Checkmate.
Yeah, that's death. Goodbye.
Hey, Svampen is looking like he hasn't been practicing that much. I mean, to be honest, who the hell practices Lowain that actively? It's very hard to get matches and matchup experience against Lowain, but might have to hit that lab again. But again, even if you've done all the lab work in the world, Lowain still has a lot of ways to pressure you and put you in uncomfortable situations to force you to mess up. Specifically against Yigi, and HBA is actually pretty legit. Much more of a realistic mix-up tool.
Oh.
Ix awesome sources to get himself out of the corner. I'm not sure how I feel about that, but let's see if Rixa can make it work. Brilliant mash from Svampen again into the super. That's going to secure 2-1.
Really showing how, like, there's, like, at top play, there's not, like, oh, there's this player that's better than you. It goes back and forth.
Yeah, and especially in Europe, because again, we are a very tight-knit community. I mean, to be honest, even outside of Europe, a lot of the regions in top play, you know, we're all going to have a lot of player experience against each other. And in Granblue specifically, player matchup is a huge thing. Especially in... There we go, the source combo!
Yeah.
That was the one I was talking about earlier. It wasn't quite as much damage as the one he showed me, but...
No, but it's
pretty
still
much gets the job done.
Dude, it's still soft. Dude, soft is soft.
Catalina bot straight into the HBA, and this, never mind. Goes to the extra mix-up.
Nice.
The UK, the British reset.
Why did I have that?
Nice, steals the turn back by retreating and then going back in with the EXP button. Again, Swampert, this is what I like to see. Swampert just taking a step back, trying to stop the chaos that is Rix's Lewayne. But the thing is that Lewayne can very much play footsies now. He has a brilliant backdash. He has really fast summons, especially when his back's to the corner. His summons come onto the screen so fastly in the form of his bros. And his farm medium is huge. It's, like, his footsies genuinely aren't that bad. Much harder to just space him out than it used to be.
Yeah. Oh.
Not going to Pogo, but he gets the delayed meaty anyway.
Alright.
All of a sudden, this is looking like Sampin could bring it back. But similarly, all it takes is one Iggy Q. Okay, whiffs the JM instead of going for the Pogo into the empty throw. Interesting setup.
Oh! Alright.
Oh, nice.
Alright.
Checks him on the walk back.
We got someone.
Nice, throwing the EX parry. All of a sudden, a very good round is looking pretty dangerous for Swampin. Oh, but the mash.
Alright.
Okay, here it comes. Here's Iggy.
Alright.
Swampin has not been faring too well against these so far, but let's see if he will be any better this time. There we go. Beautiful. Actually dealing with it well. Not a single. Gets hit by the thunder, which means he doesn't get a punish. But other than that, very well dealt with Iggy. Now you don't have to worry about the pesky Lewayne supers for a little while.
Why are just look at chat and like every message is almost is in a different language. It feels like same thing.
Oh, so close.
Oh.
Yeah, I believe that was the case as well. Margin is getting greedy, trying to go for that punish, but it ends up costing him in the long run, as that confirmed would not have killed otherwise.
Yeah.
Very, very close match, coming down to chip point.
God damn.
God
Yeah, really
damn.
showing. God damn, really showing how like Swamp just like adapted at the end, but then of course still got killed.
Okay, so Rixa is our first grand finalist. He's secured himself a place in top 2. And as a reminder to anyone who isn't aware of how the format for this tournament actually works, is that we're hosting a tournament series of bi-weekly events going to be held over the next 16 weeks, alternating between Granblue and Xrd. And if you hit top 8, secure yourself some placement points. And those placement points add up over the course of the next 16 weeks to get you an invite to the season finale. If you get the invite to the season finale, you are basically at a good chance to win the money that is on your screen right now in the Match Arena Prize Pool.
Believe in victory. Battle 1. Engage.
Next up is going to be... they didn't fill in their match room. Which is going to be Swampin up against Deviant. Well, obviously I've got to fill it back in because they didn't wait for me to give them the go-ahead. Deviant has been naughty today.
Oh! Even those spot dots, you still have one.
Gonna have to report their scores as well.
Alright. Oh! Catching that with the sweep. Right?
Yeah, we're gonna have to C5. Not on very good behavior today.
Oh! Did not use the right person.
Well, this is coming down very close to the wire as I come back. Gets the EX Command Throw to end out the first match. Well, the first round, pardon. And just for a quick reminder for everyone, this is also, as this is a top 3 match, a first to 3 as opposed to a first to 0.
Oh!
And Jay, you connect a little bit high on a crouching opponent, which weirdly makes it harder for Bellia to get confirms. Even though you get added block stun, a lot of his moves will whiff if you do them instantly, so you have to intentionally delay them, at which point you'll end up automatically having the startup cancelled by landing. It's a weird nuance.
Alright, here comes. Alright, that's tough.
Yeah, that's the first match. But again, Rampant, if anything, you know, if the last match was anything to go by, the last set, he's a little bit of a slow starter, and I have no doubt that he'll be able to bring this one back.
Battle 1. Engage.
Alright. Oh, spicy combos. Which one? Oh, did not convert out.
Double forward roll as the Oki set up. Interesting stuff. Forward roll getting punished. What are all these forward rolls? Let's go. Trying to bit out the DP on the last one, I'd imagine. And Swamping getting caught by the 6-3M again. Interestingly, it side switches, putting him in an odd block situation as well. Man, show me some more Trikiza, anti-airing 6-3M. Going for the medium command throw. Damn. That's pretty check.
I mean, as long as
That's not going to connect, is it? No.
No.
And
Goodbye.
nice. And it looks like he might not have a 63M labbed out that well either.
Yeah.
But again, it could just be pressure, or you know, he might not have played that much recently, especially against Bellia. Weirdly enough, whilst Bellia is a significantly really strong character, there's not a lot of them left in Europe, at least at top level.
Yeah. Oh.
Obviously, there's also worth mentioning that Bellia puts a lot of pressure and responsibility on the defender. Probably more than any character in the game, other than maybe like Lancelot or repatch Percival.
Yeah, God.
So that all adds up. It makes it very hard to block.
God, prefetch Percival.
What do you mean? You didn't like getting hit by EX low and dying?
No. No, I did not. I'm sad to say.
Battle 3. Engage.
Yeah, that and I can't help but feel, Margin, that there's only so much complaining a person can kind of take. You know, every single interaction they have, inevitably, but they play a match, it's a Discord fighter. They play a match against Bellia, someone then complains about Bellia. I feel like that has to have a wear and tear on people. I know that it used to with on Percival players, Lancelot players, Catalina players, especially Catalina players back in the day. It can't, you know, be that pleasant. So I want everyone to remember that Bellia players are people too, and whilst they play a pretty damn scummy character, we're all part of the same community, playing the game that we love.
I've always like that. I've personally had the mentality of the player on that's playing the game, and the person are two different people. Like the character on screen and the person are two different things. So you can get angry as much as you want on like the character out there playing, but you can't get angry at the person themselves.
Yeah, for sure. Sorry about laughing. It's just the Swepe helped in the chat saying good thing everyone loves Charlotta. Yeah, that was the character I forgot about. No matter
it's true.
No matter what the result is of the match, there'll be someone complaining after.
Yeah. Fair enough. That's fair. That's fair. You laugh. I mean, I'm the kind of guy who just, oh, it's a serious moment. Let me just make a joke. That's me. I can't take shit seriously, like.
Yeah, Terry. A lot of people are like that, and obviously for good reason. When the game was first coming out, and I genuinely had no interest in the game until the Zetta trailer, and then I was like, okay, I'm in.
No.
And then the Bellia trailer came out. I'm like, okay, maybe now there are two characters I'm interested in. Yeah. And I ended up making Hearts of Blazing into a community server that includes Granblue, not just Guilty Gear. So probably one of the better choices I've ever had because I love this game and I love the community. Well, let's see if the Evians can make this comeback. Sampin did tie this back up to 1-1. And say what you will about Belial, but damn, his supers are sexy.
Yeah. Oh my god.
There we go. The Charlotta Rat emote coming out. Dump to predict the stream if you want it. It's such a good emote. Rickster, I still want permission to like add that to HAB. And again, that's kind of inciting hatred against a certain character, but someone had to commission that emote.
Yeah. Dude, dude, equality. Make every character have like an emote about like.
Yeah, every character in Granblue Fantasy Versus on the PC is hated. Why not?
Yeah,
they're all hated equally. There's no discrimination.
It's like, yo, he makes Soros, but he's a gorilla. Haha, funny.
Ah, that's grand, man.
Ah, right. Nah,
Or Charlotta. There are actual images of Charlotta as a gorilla, though. You can't have Charlotta as a gorilla and Charlotta as a rat. That'd be unfair.
I mean, Gran is he's just a Timberland boot.
I feel like that's a good opinion in general. Ace Musketeer. Like, at the end of the day, Belial is a little bit out of tune. But I feel like if you're talking about the top/mid tier of the game. Every character fills that at the moment. There is no bottom tier. They're simply good characters and the slightly better characters.
Yeah.
And then the 2 characters in the game that are significantly better.
Wait, does that have... Can we fall off of the, like, counter? What?
Duffel confirm, and his life is completely on the line at the moment.
Yeah. And one bad mistake, or he's...
Literally, one mistake and you're dead. What?
Oh!
This isn't it. This is going to be it. It's not going to be.
He doesn't-
There's not enough damage. But one more
He
mix-up after this. It's literally going to come down to a DP versus a pro. There's no way. Yeah, that's a kill.
Yeah.
It's going to come down to a pro. Oh, whiffs it. I think back now you're at chip point.
Oh!
That checks the dash in. With
Well
the fire
done.
heavy. Yeah, there were so
damn,
many
well
things
done.
you had to worry about there, though. You had to worry about 5U, DP, 214H. That was incredible. But
Yeah,
having the confidence
good
just to
comeback.
swing that fire heavy. Beautiful comeback from Sampen. Absolutely insane.
Well done. Oh, alright.
Interesting setup.
Count.
Wow, ends up working out, though.
Oh.
And always got to worry about those spears sitting a turn back.
Oh.
And again, really deep pogo. Hitting Deviance's block. He's going to have to adjust his fuzzy guard timing to that. Dash up for him again. Deviant special.
Alright.
Nice, good block.
Nice.
Okay, Svampen tying
Well
it back up to a 2-2.
Ooh, this is gonna be...
Slow starter indeed.
今までいろんな戦勝者と戦ってきたけどさ
Believe in victory. Battle 1.
And I'm also really happy that the top 3 of our event at the moment is Svampen, Deviance, and Rixter. These are 3 of
Yeah.
the most consistent players in Europe since the start.
Oh,
Deviance
yeah.
came in a little bit later than Svampen and Rixter, but Svampen and Rixter in particular have been here since the very start.
Yeah. They're the big boys.
My boy against my girl, though, so whoever wins this, I'm happy regardless.
Yeah, that's fair.
Ooh, delayed
Oh
run
my
up, close
God.
heavy. Getting the
That's
counter hit
so
confirm,
easy.
and that is chonky damage.
God damn, that was... You could just see how many that was. It was like the end of the swing. That me for that setup.
Nice. Really like, jump ham. Gets the back throw, blocks the stance, fails to punish it successfully, and as a result is going to die.
Alright.
Okay, match point for Svampen.
Big beam.
Now the tables are turned.
I've returned for table.
That was unfortunate.
Battle 2. Engage.
Oh, okay. Tries to swing a button out, gets caught by the fireball.
Yeah.
And again,
Oh.
a really
God
delayed
damn.
pogo at the moment. Really doing in Deviance at the moment.
Yeah.
This is not looking great. But, allow very explosive character, whiffs the JU slightly in front of Svampen. Misses the Oki, but goes for the
Ooh.
empty jump into the sweep. There we go, the push block taking you all the way to the corner. Last frames,
Oh.
just waiting, looking for that DP.
You know, waiting for something.
Oh, nice fireball catching the EX spear.
Okay.
Both players playing very patiently
Ooh.
so far. Oh,
Ooh.
never mind.
Ooh.
There's the knockdown, one more mix.
Nice.
Deviant's finding his way back
Oh.
in, using the plus frames,
Oh.
whiffs the throw, the Granblue
Oh,
mix,
the
it's successful.
The Granblue.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's
Staggers the button, gets the super, that's it.
That's
Okay, we're at the absolute final moment of match point. Both players pulling off incredible comebacks to get to this place. Who did your money on? Dampen or Deviants?
Good question. I'm a commentator, not supposed to be biased.
Yeah, you gotta be. I'm putting you on the spot.
No,
Damn.
I'm going away from the
Impartial
spot.
commentator Pog. I have to be impartial purely because I love Zetta and but you know I love both of the players and
Oh,
both
yeah,
the
of course.
characters.
Oh, of
If
course.
I had to be swayed a little bit, it would obviously be because I don't like Belial in his current state.
fair.
But you know what? Zetta's pretty fucked up too. I'm not gonna lie, if Bellia and Nats get nerfed, I think we're just gonna be seeing the reign of Zetta.
God.
Brilliant confirm coming out from Deviants. He needed that. Because it was looking like one more touch and he will die. Nice, using the stats. Doesn't get a confirm out of it though. But the delayed overhead.
Oh, that's goodbye.
Yeah, gets the cross up with the JM.
Well done to both
Catches
players.
Deviants not using the guard button there and dies for it.
Goddamn.
Hot damn, that was an insanely close set though, coming all the way down to the wire.
Yeah, for sure. Good. Well done to both players. Goddamn.
Well, that secures Vampen the attempt at the run back. He's going to go up against Rickster and his Lowain for a second time. However, it's going to be even more cursed than last time. He's now got to win not one set, but two first to three sets again.
Goddamn. God, but honestly, if the reign of...
sorry.
Yeah, if the reign of Zetta happened, that would be okay, because
yeah, that'd be okay.
If a top tier character is cool, I'm fine with it. Like,
I will say though, for a beginner Belial,
this
man's pretty good.
Yeah, you know, he's just like a beginner Belial looking for games.
Third place for a goddamn beginner Belial is pretty clean.
Yeah.
And maybe the character's carrying people. That's crazy.
Yeah, crazy, dude.
Versus Zetta.
Yeah. But yeah, GG's Deviants. Choked a little at the end, but you're playing solidly, man. Vampen, though, obviously, very hard to get by. Here we go. Belial theme coming on. I don't have English Lowain, but the English Lowain would also be on.
Yeah, that would be great.
I know, Japanese Lowain's also top tier, but it's not Rixa's Lowain. That's the problem.
True.
Alright, wrong screen. Don't worry, you didn't miss anything. Just some intros. I was having to check a DM that I got about the event. Discord. Because again, that's the problem with the top, when you get towards the end of top 8, is that they don't wait for their matches to be called. They just kind of go. When I have to sort something out, I don't have time to do both.
Yeah. Intro is important, true.
It's true. It's not as important as the gameplay and having to do some tier stuff for the tournament.
Other interactions, nah. Lowain interactions, hell yeah.
Nice. First round going over to Rickster. Never mind, ends up with the universal overhead. It's the chip out with the boy.
Oh, bonk. Making the sandwich.
Battle 2. Engage.
Nice. The run back from Wayne is absolutely insane, man.
Yeah.
So fast.
Yeah.
Which makes it a really interesting tool in matchups like Materaga. You can genuinely just run away and eat. Building an absolute insane amount of meter.
I haven't not
Universal overhead counter hit. Uh-oh.
I haven't
All the way to the corner with the medium awesome sauce.
Yeah.
I'm really liking the delayed jumping mediums from Vampen. Like, obviously, he got a cheeky hit on Deviants at the end of the last set, but in general, they're really good for taking the side back that you want. As positional advantage is really important in this game in general, but also for Zetta.
Yeah.
Nice. Are you into the spear? This could be dead. Ooh, go for that. Awesome super route. Doesn't end up finishing. It wasn't optimal. Now you have to deal with Iggy. There's no character in the game that it is more important to, not leave on a pixel than Lowain.
Yeah, for sure.
Never mind. It looks like he's dealt with it very handily, though. He'll be able to get the punish. Ooh, not quite.
Goddamn.
The Catalina bot getting knocked down. All of a sudden, this is looking incredibly close.
Oh my god.
Rickster running back, spot dodging for the second time, getting the air throw. Vampen secures the round.
Yo. Oh, that's a great round. Holy. Or like great end. Goddamn. Woo. Woo. Clean.
You can't cut it any closer than how we're cutting it at the moment.
Oh my
Jesus
god.
Christ. I think that combo would have killed, by the way, from Vampen if he used anything but JL. But regardless, he's managed to close it out with the air throw. Go to the Swedish reset.
Yo.
Nice, getting the tick throw off the goon. Oh, nice. Counter poking, getting rid of the boy. Universal overhead gets hit by the unblockable. And Rickster taking the first match. It's a long hill to climb for Swampin at the moment.
Yeah, for sure.
Believe in victory. Battle 1.
God, I need to calm myself down. That was fucking hype. Man.
Ooh, nice.
Goddamn.
Gets the crush with the JM.
God.
Ooh, 2M.
Hello.
Checking the dash in from Rixter.
Alright.
Oh, checking the dash in again with the second spear. Pretty risky, but it works out. And all of a sudden, half of Rixter's health's gone. There, we see one of the brilliant uses. You know, the actual... No way. Rixter pulling out an optimal that I've never seen before. That was sick. But yeah, we're seeing one of the actual uses as well.
You're my boy.
Which is, it's really good at dealing with certain safe jump setups. Like, it just completely eradicates them, and there you go. Swampin recognizing and baiting out this carry. Now one more touch. Is it enough? Yeah, like I said before, you have to make that one touch count because all of a sudden Iggy's on the screen. You have a lot of health to play with, though. So even if you take a bit of chip, it's not the end of the world.
Oh.
Getting caught by the 2U. All of a sudden, this is looking pretty dangerous. Swampin has been doing a really good job so far at checking Rixter and the boys with those 2Ms. Ah, nice. Gets the protect. There you go. RPS on the spear. Rixter not wanting to risk taking the spear. Any more damage from the chip. Ends up losing there, though. Ooh, interesting.
Oh!
Uses MVP on the laser.
I saw that before.
Ooh, wow, what? Low profile is the 2M from Zetta. That's new. Unblockable gets blocked.
Ooh! It's not very unblockable if you block it.
No, but again, it's the in inverted commas unblockable.
Yeah, it's the unblockable setup, but that will, oh, spot dodges on reaction. Still works, huh?
Nice. Swampin's checks have been really solid so far. A lot of the time just completely removing the boys off the screen, which is obviously one of the weaknesses of Luane and the boys. Here comes Iggy number 2. Let's see if he'll decide this match. The worry is, though, is that Swampin is very close and he has a lot of health to mess around with. Gets caught on the dash in, isn't going to get a punish as a result. Nice, using the laser, not letting the boys on the screen. Also, getting a little bit of chip every single time he does it, getting a significant amount more when it gets a hit like that. And beautiful punish on the eat.
Oh, God.
You can't eat for free in this house.
No 3-0.
No 3-0 indeed.
No. Yeah.
Again, because it's a long hill for Swampin to climb, I have no doubt that he's going to do a very good shot at
He's gonna,
getting up
there.
there.
For sure. Just poke him.
Nice, good spot dodge.
Ooh.
A lot of the more RPS heavy situations are going very heavily in favor of Swampin. Speaking of, like for example, his callouts with all of these spears have been really on point, landing a significant amount of the time. I don't think he's been punished a single time for it, actually. Nice. Big throw with the Catalina bot and the goons. Oh, is this... That's a sick combo.
Oh.
Straight into the HPA setup. I like this.
Oh.
I really like the choice instead of comboing into HPA to just go for max damage into the setup.
Yeah. Yeah, because you're gonna hit and combo whenever it gets up.
Like, it pretty much puts you into a situation where if you get hit for once, literally once by any of the HPA options, you die. I really like that. That's a pretty big difference compared to having to hit them a couple of times. Clean hit. Swampin. I didn't notice that C5. Why are you exposing yourself? Nice. Checks the boys again.
If no one notices your misspelling, don't check it yourself. I love that throw. So like, the Roman there.
Nice.
Do them.
2L and then frame traps it into the close heavy.
God, this game has
Successfully catches Rixter doing something.
Yeah.
Battle 3. Engage.
Oh. Ike? Boys.
There we go. Nice.
Yeah.
Lasers clashing together. Rixter trying to take his turn back, and there we go.
I like
really
using the caterpillar laser to like stop him from using his laser.
Yeah, it is useful. Obviously, in a more ideal world, you'd be able to get more use out of it. For example, that laser can define a lot of matchups at the moment against the Shotos.
Yeah, but of course you get some like little bit of pressure because you get to move while Zetta doesn't.
Oh, nice. Actually, you spot dodge to get out of the parry situation.
The
real issue here is that you need to land a clean hit on Rixter. Rixter will happily sit here and wait as you chip him away with throws, because he has no reason to do anything other than that. If he gets shipped into Yigi range, he basically has the game, so he's very willing just to sit here.
Lowen is just sitting so smugly right there in the corner.
Now you're in range. If he gets one single clean hit, it could be the game. But never mind, here we go. Iggy gets shipped into Iggy range, and all of a sudden, Rixter gets exactly what he wants. Can he make it count? Putting the second rung into the ladder will be a very big deal. I'll have it getting whipped, and there you go. Gets put into a tip kill situation that is completely unavoidable. Rampant. Getting incredibly close to losing this series now.
Yeah, goddamn.
And unfortunate, because again, that's a very unfortunate situation. Very frustrating to deal with.
Yeah. Oh! Spotted the reaction.
Oh, nice! Anti-air instantly cancelling into the EX awesome source though. Second time we've seen it, just whiffs the anti-air confirmed, but gets the universal overhead counter anyway, and is looking very solid this round. Ooh. This could be the turning point we need though. Letting him reset, throwing the EX parry. Ooh, and jeez! Hits him with the Street Fighter 5!
Yo!
So true, Deviants. So true.
Yeah.
You told him well, Margin.
Whoop whoop! Wait, right, you can't hear that on the stream because he's not English. What's your fucking name?
I'm sorry, bro. I've ruined it. Grumpy Monk, thanks for the follow, man. It's appreciated.
I get to enjoy the English Lil Wayne by myself and you get nothing.
Okay, if Lampin had the English dub on Zetta right now, I'd be losing that,
true!
Reward. So, I'll take it, I'll take it. Okay.
Ooh!
Rixter is now at match point.
Yo.
Oh, not match point, actually, this is tournament point.
Yeah. If he wins this, he wins this.
Rosalina coming out, showing the support for the boys.
Yo.
There's not just one big woman with, big somethings that are
buttons
on Rixter's side right now. Oh, nice! What the hell? Whiffs the pogo, does a walk back and shimmies. Getting the close medium, gets a counter hit from it though.
Ooh.
All of a sudden, Swampin is not caring. Taking away that tournament point from Rixter, evening it back up to 2-2. Wow, it's not necessarily even, he's still got to reset the bracket, but you get the point. It's just very important that he's no longer at tournament point.
Let's go!
Nice! Almost getting the full confirm off the counter hit laser. That was sick. Nice! Insane whiff punish from Swampin.
Yeah.
We're seeing some good ass Granblue here.
Yeah, let's go! Grab him again. Oh! Get him. Ooh.
Gets a knockdown. Goes for an interesting Oki situation instead of going for Pogo. Rixter eating up. He has Yigi available to him, but it has to be one hell of a good Yigi.
Goddamn. Oh! Dodged as well. Oh!
It's gonna be out now. Oh, never mind. Gets himself hit again right at the end. Because what's going on there is Rixter is delaying the timing of the lightning to basically force it so that Swampin has to take the hit or take the block and not be able to punish.
Yeah, at this point it's just the curse. You just get hit by the lightning at the end. You don't do everything but the lightning at the end, specifically.
Yeah, but again, it's because Rixter is forcing that situation.
Yeah, of course.
Very intentionally.
Of course. Like, well intent, but I still want to make fun of it.
Ooh. Okay, get the anti-air counter hit. Not quite at an angle to be able to pick that up, though.
Ooh. I love the idea of a spot dodge in this game because they realize there's the third dimension. can go into.
Nice. Rixa successfully blocked the really deep pogo that has been the Light of Deviance, but now we're in one more mix-up. Ooh, okay, gets the counter hit, but doesn't confirm off of it, and now Rixa is taking his turn back. Gets the throw, and every single bit of damage counts here before he brings in Yugi.
Yeah. I was about to say. Yes, the Yugi.
Let's see if we can see Swampin punish it for the first time to get that reset.
Oh! Oh! Oh!
Never mind, lands on the fire, but it looks like he's still going to be able to get the punish. He is. That's it.
Yo! Goodbye!
Swampin has reset the bracket.
Yeah, oh, let's go! Good as Granblue.
Good ass Granblue.
Hell yeah!
Believe in victory.
Well, this has been a long tournament with a lot of attendees, but
Yeah.
Rixa and Swampin are determined to take this as long as it possibly can go. And I'm hyped. I'm all for it.
Yeah. I'm all for this.
Give me the good ass Granblue.
Yeah! Two cool characters, with two exceptional players. Let's go. Oh!
Oh, counter hit ends up meaning that the throw was completely mistimed. Unfortunate. This is the second time we've seen the Swampin tech get hit by the tick throw to make the throw whiff.
Alright. Alright.
Oh, nice. Gets the jump in over the laser, and that is the risk of using laser in any matchup.
Yeah.
Lots of recovery.
Yo!
But Swampin has a lot more breathing room now. He's no longer on the brink of tournament point.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, beautiful confirm. Love to see it. Best reversal in the game.
Oh!
Oh, nice! Gets confirm. Love to see it. And that's a really fun thing about Loane in general, is that he has so many, like, just like Bellia and Matera, he has so many interesting situations that he'll get, like, very jank and interesting, like, confirmed, that you're not going to see it in many other characters. Like, where else are you going to see a random stray conversion from low boy? Good answers from Rixa, slowly getting himself back in.
Yeah.
Gets the throw, and all of a sudden it's anyone's game. Super is available for Swampin, but one more throw is going to do it. Does it end up doing a setup, though?
Yeah.
You're not chip point. This is very scary.
He does not care. He just goes and eats salads, you know?
Oh, nice! Jesus Christ. Okay, now we're on the match point at the other side. And gets the whiff punish.
Well done. Holy smokes.
High crushes it with the 2M.
I also love you calling it the best version of the game, which means you can either make fun of it or you can call it.
Yeah. You can take it whichever way you want to take it. You know, those who know the lore, and those who don't know the lore will just see it as a good reversal. It's fine. Oh, nice.
Damn.
Poke with that 2M. Swampin's 2M usage has always been phenomenal, but it's really showing dividends here.
Yeah. Alright.
Nice, good throw from Rixa. Ooh, good super jump. That super jump from Swampin to get out of that corner, but it does not matter. You're so low that at this point, Rixa could honestly just sit back and let you get him to SPA range.
Yeah, true.
Oh, nice.
Does not care.
The X parry reminding you cannot just use
go
safe jumps whenever you want, and yeah, that's going to be the punish.
Yeah.
Brilliant call of HBA from Rixa here. To be honest, though, this is like, everyone in the chat talking about Swampin, he's playing phenomenally, but this is no slouch from Rixa either. Look at that confirm! Counter hit confirm off the low boy. I love that shit. I love so many like jank confirms that you get with Loane. They always seem so, I'm sure they're not, but they always seem so like, on the spot, improvised.
Yeah.
I doubt they are, but at the same time, it's so cool that you have these really improvised looking combos.
I think.
Oh, okay. Nice spot dodge.
The reason why chat is like saying so many things about Swampin is that he has all this way to climb. He has this really big hill to climb, and he's climbing it really good.
Oh yeah, really well. The super might kill actually.
Yeah, that kills.
Beautiful stuff. Not diluting the combo's damage with any of the auto combos.
God. Yeah. Yeah, both players are amazing. They're both doing really well.
I mean, I would definitely argue that these are the top representatives for both of these characters in Europe at the moment.
Yeah,
Obviously,
yeah, of course.
there's not much competition for Lil A lot of the OG Lil players, like we had Dizzy, Yamabiko, they're not really around anymore. Padu as well. He's been showing a lot of love and enthusiasm for Lil, but he isn't playing that much Granblue at the moment. He's waiting for that DFCI gaming.
Yeah.
You know, don't shut us down, don't shut us down, Kimone.
Like, fucked around like 5 minutes in training mode, already found my character, let's go. That's just the feeling. This is the best feeling in a fighting game when you find your character immediately. It's like, yo, this character clicks.
Yeah, it's a good feeling. I don't tend to find it that immediately.
Oh yeah.
It's because I'm picky. I want to like my character's design, and if there's one thing about their gameplay that I don't like, it can throw it off for me.
Oh
it's
yeah.
Fine. I'm a bit picky, but it's alright, because I end up finding characters that I really love afterwards.
Also, that universal overhead.
I will say that Swampin has been doing such a good job at poking away using laser and 2M, the summons from Richter. It's like a really important thing to do against Lil in general. Obviously Zetta having some of the better tools to do that, but still. It's why this matchup used to be considered so skewed, and that was a beautiful shimmy coming out from Swampin yet again. A lot of these are punishing Richter when they're not even specifically punishing like Frotex. It's just forcing Richter to walk forwards or to go for a button. And Swampin instantly bounces on that and has successfully punished that twice outside of Protect situations.
Yeah. God, this is good.
Nice. Beautiful combo. Getting the full knockdown without using the stancer cooldown. Which means you can do stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like instantly the combo route pays off for Swampin. Showing you just like the 7 golden letters. This is exactly what I want to see. Like that right there is peak Swampin doing a route that no one else does, and it instantly you get shown the rewards of the route.
Yeah. The 7 golden letters against the golden skin.
Like it wasn't long ago that he started to introduce 2-2M combos that no Zetta had been doing, other than a couple of Japanese ones. And all of a sudden now he's brought in another interesting tool that I haven't seen before. M stance into the heavy follow-up.
Swampin is just a Japanese player who moved to Europe.
I mean, he did spend a lot of time in Japan playing against the greats. Taking part in stuff like a Chu and team tournaments in Japan.
That's fair.
If you want to go back to Sleep Deviants, feel free. Thank you for turning up, man. Clean games.
Yeah. Ooh. That's not that, but that's close to that. Oh, never mind.
Yeah, I mean, imagining, like, this is something that everyone needs to realize as well, is that Deviants has unironically slept, like, 2 hours, and it wasn't during the night either. It was, like, in the day. He didn't sleep at all last night.
Yo.
No, it is low, you know. Using the weighted clothing. God help us when he actually has a full night's rest. Cheers, Elios, and cheers, Pado. Finally getting to test out the new Felicia. Raid notification. And again, thank you so much, Elios. And hello to everyone from the Mountie Tournament. How'd it go, Pado?
We out to your grand finals.
Yeah, you tuned into the grand finals. The best of the best players playing against each other in Granblue.
Yeah.
Iggy coming in.
Yeah. Oh,
Let's go.
Yeah. Locking it. Same.
Yeah, it's very safe though for Rix at this point, and he did get a lot of HP advantage from that.
It's like, yo, I'm not, I'm getting caught by this a lot, so I'm not gonna try to spot dodge it anymore.
You're gonna need some good ass food to come back from this one.
Oh,
Nice. Good retreat from Swampin and then uses the EX Spear as an anti-air. All of a sudden, this is the first time that this series is favoring Swampin.
yeah. 1-2.
Rickster going back. Is he changing to Fairy?
Oh, interesting.
Looks like he might be. Nah, staying on the win.
Oh,
It was
The
the
boy!
debate. It's the boy.
Yo!
Oh no, it's a first to 5 run. Okay,
Oh,
my
that
bad.
makes so much sense. But oh boy, is this exciting?
Believe in victory.
I blame the first to 5 lobbies I was running a couple of weeks ago. My bad for actually playing the game for once. I usually don't play the game, so I never have that problem.
How dare you play games that you like?
Yeah. I don't know, man. I didn't play that much until Season 2. And then even then, it took me ages. I picked up CAG like 2-3 weeks ago. And I've been playing quite a lot since then.
Yeah.
But now all of a sudden I'm in a Vampire Savior mood. Which, speaking of, if anyone wants to play VSAV with me and some friends, hit me up.
Yeah.
VSAV's hella fun.
Seems like fun. Too bad my only experience has been
Nice.
let a player.
Double explosion champion, that ends the round. Yeah, let's go, Margin.
Yo, let's go.
Battle 2. Engage.
But this isn't Vampire Savior. This is Granblue. Gotta focus. And something at match point, like tournament point, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's tournament point, but I have full faith in Rickster. Going for the air throw. Still going on those
Sometimes
divots.
you're gonna go sweating, you know?
I will say that this matchup still looks really messed up. Like, for a completely different reason to how it used to be, though. It's the fact that his best poking button in the game is far medium, right? And at lots of distances, Zetta can actually high crush low-aim far M with 2M. Which we've obviously seen Swampin using very effectively so far. Is this going to be it? That's a hard call. No, it's not. One more mix-up. Gets the 2L, and Swampin is the winner of HAB Season 1. Well, Season 2 Week 1 pattern. Yeah, GG's. That was, like we said, a very tall hill to climb. Very steep. But if there's anyone who's going to be able to make it, it is Swampin, rocking that B color on the Zetta. Some things never change, though. Hearts of Blazing Season 1, Hearts of Blazing Season 2. Swampin is still taking names.
Hell yeah.
Well, that's the end of the tournament. And what an incredible tournament it's been. We've seen some absolutely amazing matches. So I'd like to take a moment to thank all of the players, all of the people who watched the stream, and my co-commentator for making this a really pleasant experience. Also, shout out to Zavid for the help with the team.
Yeah. Shout out to everyone, I guess.
For sure. Other than that, though, obviously, you've got all the notifications on the screen. We have an XR event coming up next week. If you're interested in that, be sure to sign up. If not, to watch it. We have a match arena up for that as well. So if you're interested in, if you have 2 seconds, just drop a 50-cent code over there. It's just HAB Season 2 PG. And if you just take 2 seconds to do that, I'm sure the XR players will appreciate it greatly. I'll be seeing you guys back in 2 weeks' time for another Granblue event. If we can get even nearly the turnout that we did this time, it would be absolutely phenomenal. We had 50 people attending this week, and people who say that EU Granblue is dead are absolutely crazy.
Just send them this. Just send them the VOD.
Yeah, just send them the VOD. We now have, like, very effective.
Yeah.
We have a very effective
send that one round. Then one stomping round where he ends it with an air throw. Just send him that.
Yeah, unfortunately this is EU only, because obviously I am mostly supporting the not poverty anime games. I did run a multi-season, which did allow some East Coast players that connection tested with me ahead of time. And if I was to run support for a game like DFCI with a rollback caster, or Vampire Savior through 5K2, I would allow some East Coast players and maybe some players from a little bit further out. But yeah, for the most part, these are games with not the best delay-based netcode, so we are restricting it to players that have a good connection to Central Europe only. Unfortunately, not America. With that said, though, EU Granblue has needed all the support we can get, and you guys have done a phenomenal job. I'm going to pass you over to Lord Knight, who is watching some US West finals. And, again, huge shoutouts to absolutely everyone. Thank you for all of the support. You guys have been incredible. And I will see you again in a week or 2.